베스트가 얼마나 쌓이는지도 되게 중요할 것 같은데 계속 보일
여러분 넘어서는 정도의 이런
거.
킬됐어요. 또 이거 좋은데요.
네.
이거.
지금 레벨을 2레벨을 벌써 찍었어야 되는 이게 120이 오늘
자 그리고 이것까지 먹으면은
컨디션 극상인데요.
이걸 다 먹었어요.
먹었네요. 먹었어요.
신났네요.
그래도 시간으로 봤을 땐 이제 슬슬 모여야 되는 타임이 아닌가요? 이제 낮이 되어가고 있죠. 와 아프다.
됐어.
우와 아프다. 우와 엄청 아파요. 보일로가 쓰면서 아쳐 잡으려고 노력을 해줍니다. 다시 한번 중립 해골.
데스나이트 점사 근데
줄어드는 인구수의 나이트 헬프예요.
그렇습니다.
아직까지 디스 오히려 많이 닿지 않았고요.
전사했어요.
네. 힘이 엄청 센데요. 디스 살았어 아직. 잠깐만. 다시 한번 레벨업.
알티까지 전사.
이렇게
데스나이트
되면
노렸는데 데스나이트 완전히 실패했어요. GG.
유닛도 뽑아야 되고 일단은 만화가 많이 없는 게 굉장히
자
큰데요.
데스나이트 집
길
가세요.
막고 입구 막고 자 추가적으로 계속 PC 눌러주면서
만화가 더 있죠.
빠집니다.
만화가 더 있죠.
네.
자 이러면 리치가 죽어요. 리치 죽었어요.
리치.
저는 죽었다고 봅니다. 정확하게 죽었죠.
네. 자 지속적으로 일단은 일꾼들에게 피해를 주고 있는 그런 모습인데요. 오히려 잠겼어요. 갈 수 있는 곳 없이 잠겼어요.
이거 터졌는데요.
완전히 잠겼어요. 박주현 선수가.
포탈 타면 그냥 테크는 느린 거고
네.
지금 아까 박준 선수가 대력을 워낙 느껴졌잖아요.
포탈 탑니다. 자 프레스 파이어까지 귀찮게 만들어주고 있는 그런 상황이라고 보시면 될 것 같고요.
이거 GG 나올 수밖에 없죠. 이거
GG를
인기가
선언합니다. 일단 파고드는 그 위치가 좀 필요할 것 같은데 사이펀 만화가 쿨타임 상황에서
지금 싸움 오크가 이기
위치가 너무 좋았습니다.
다 들어갔죠 사실상.
그리고 스피릿
자 라이플맨부터 일단은 무조건 잡아주겠다.
설마 이거 막
근데 또 베니시 들어갔고요. 베니시를 한 발 찼어요.
그리고 나서 블러드 베이지 보세요. 만화보세요 블러드 베이지.
아니 그렇게 교전을 오래 했는데도 불구하고 아직까지 탑백이 넘는
만화가 진짜 이게 마르지 않는 샘물이에요. 무기 품에 무기 붙여놓은 것 같죠? 네, 그리고 안쪽으로 계속 파시어 멀리 봐야 돼요. 파시어 이름값
팬더
떴나요?
오 팬더 임종까지 있네요.
떴나요?
팬더 전사 같습니다.
대나만 본진이네요. 본진이면은 포탈이죠.
안 되겠다. 이건 안 되겠다.
야 이거 날아가면 나 진짜
강제 점사가 돼. 아크메이지!
태웠어요.
좀 더 모아야 될 것 같은데.
네.
지금
여기서
리치 무조건 있어요.
리치는 좀 세네요. 그렇죠. 일단은 뽑아내는 거죠.
뽑아내요.
아크메이지.
암의 전사.
디스트로이의 숫자가 지금 너무 많고요. 지상군이
팔라딘
전사.
잠깐만.
데스나이트 레벨 5레벨 넘긴 상황. 리치도 5레벨 직전. 핀더드도 5레벨 직전입니다.
안 들어놓네요 그냥.
이제 들어갑니다. 이제 더 이상의 미래는 없다. 싸움만이 유일하게 내게 허락된 요요. 이거 씁니다. 네, 어쩔 수 없어요.
와 대박 대마포 사가지고 이걸로.
잠깐만요. 보고 쇼크웨이브
한 발밖에 안 남았어요. 근데
그래도 안 되겠죠.
네, 쇼크웨이브 못 날려요.
내 만화. 그래도.
설마 아니겠죠. 안 돼.
자,
빨리 가야 돼요.
인비지입니다. 자, 인비지예요. 쇼크웨이브. 이거 몰라요. 진짜 몰라요. 각봅니다.
자 위에서
위에서 때리고 쇼크웨이브. 여기 교전 위치 넓은 데로 한번 잡아보자. 또 더 와. 들어와. 자, 디토네이트 들어갑니다.
누가 지금 또 피할 말도 안 되게 들어갔어요.
이거 흠뻑 젖었어요. 요거는 장막비에 젖듯 흠뻑 젖어버렸습니다.
할 수도 있고. 자 그냥 옆으로 갑니다.
디토가 될 것처럼 보이다.
피아노 쪽으로 가요.
더 이상 피할 곳조차도 보이지 않는 샤먼의 위치. 아직까지 디토는 조금 버텨줘요.
컨트롤 때문에 디토를 지금 제대로 못 본 것 같고요.
이 정도면 어떻게 되나요? 일단 영웅한테 디토예요.
아키몬드도 못 버티는데 이거 섀도우에서 저걸로 버틸 수가 없죠.
일단 소가 올해는 버텨보는데 안 돼요. 디토네이.
자, 디토를 조금 더 부탈.
이거는 시작했는데요.
그리고 위습이 좀 늦게 오긴 했는데
그래도 뒤늦게 오기는 왔어요. 살릴 수가 있나요?
자 무한으로 살리면은 괜찮아요. 근데
그런데.
방금 디토가 너무 잘 들어갔어요.
이렇게 되면 인생을 묶이면서
집중전사
여기 없는데요. 돈이 없기 때문에 추가적으로
파시오
여기까지인가요?
파시오 전사하겠네요.
전사합니다. GG 받아내는 조시시.
A powerful innovation has arrived, with the speed to go beyond limitation and discover the unreal. Introducing the Samsung NVMe SSD 970 series, the key to unlocking your power. With the performance to reach beyond the expected, the capacity to illuminate a world of ideas, and the reliability to sustain it all. Samsung's latest NVMe M.2 SSD. Unreal performance realized.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Cyber Games 2020 Connected Edition this year. We're going into week 2, we're going into Playday 4. It's Colorful versus Michael, it's LawLiet versus Fly. My name is Neo, by my side, the wonderful Mr. Remo Demo.
Good morning! Glad to be back here with a fresh week, with a fresh start here for these players. We're gonna have our players, in fact, today seen the first time Colorful, Michael, Fly, and LawLiet. Haven't seen them before, but we've seen plenty of awesome matches already last week, and I can't wait for more this week.
That was a great week, wasn't it? And we saw the highlight compilation. Big shout out to our Korean friends over there. Shockwave! Absolutely magnificent! And yeah, gonna be interesting today. Colorful versus Michael, one of your favorite players against one of the most promising undead players at the moment.
Yeah, really cool for a lot of old school fans to see Michael once again doing well. In the past, known as Lucifer, legendary back then with Media Makers. Nowadays goes by Michael. He will be facing off against Colorful in Group C. I think Colorful hasn't had the best time lately, and Michael's been really on the rise, so this should make for a very close match today.
And from one of your favorite players to one of my favorite players in the second set of today is going to be LawLiet versus Fly. The DreamHack Summer Champion facing an absolute legend of this game in Fly. And yeah, WCG, what's this all about? $25,000 in the solo competition. That is one of 2 tournaments that the World Cyber Games present us this year for Warcraft 3. We have also a team competition coming up, plus the grand finals. This is going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Absolutely, we're gonna have plenty of weeks here of Warcraft action. The finest! Some of the best players in the world here playing in the 1v1 and also the team competition, the 2v2. Can't wait for that to start as well. It feels like it has been ages since we last saw 2v2s.
True. Last time was WGTL, I believe.
Yeah.
Last time we saw WCG, we got the following results. 1-0 and Chimiko on top of Group A. Moon losing to the Undead. Linguagua losing that crazy Shockwave base race against Chimiko. Lin and Joshi on top of Group B over Infi and Soin. Also results that you wouldn't necessarily expect. And Group C and D, that was way too fast, my friend. This week here, Colorful, Michael, Fly, LawLiet, 1-0 Chemico, Infi, Soin, TH versus Jesus Christ, Michael. Too early to catch up with the Korean production speed.
Yeah, going on through this here swiftly. We're gonna have 2 matches today. First one is gonna be Colorful versus Michael. China versus Korea. This has been the story, right, for our tournament here so far. Who has been coming out on top? It seems to be a pretty even split, I think.
I definitely agree. It's pretty much 50-50. Usually Korea, like in the last team events, I would say, always had the upper hand in the solo events. Mostly Infi bringing the victory home to the motherland of Warcraft, to China. This is a little special, by the way, here at WCG. This is a best of 3. We play the full best of 3. So if one player leads 2-0, we will play the third map, no matter what. Amazonia, Echo Isles, Concealed Hills, our map. Hill.
there anything special about these maps?
Well, on Echo Isles,
that
there's
means we
only
have-
one shop.
With Northern Isles removed, probably from the Night Elf, we see that a lot nowadays. Yeah, AZ, Echo, Concealed. Usually pretty normal maps to remain in the pool. I feel like Night Elf has been getting better at properly utilizing the maps. We have been seeing recently some of the top Night Elves, especially LawLiet, looking really impressive. Just a few days ago, he played against 120 with a very interesting style. I wonder if Colorful picked up on that already, but I think in general, Colorful against Undead was always quite strong, in my opinion, with standard play. That is just Colorful in a nutshell, right? Standard play. He's not really that guy to go so crazily far outside the box, but his most recent results haven't been so impressive. We saw him dropping out of group stages quite a bit, didn't get past the round of 16, whereas Colorful in the past also was able to win tournaments, online tournaments. And Michael from Korea, he's been looking stronger and stronger. Looking forward to this match.
These two players find themselves in the group with TH and the DreamHack Summer silver medalist Focus. Not an easy task for both of them to start, like a win for a start would be amazing to compete for the first and second place that brings you into the playoffs. Okay, TH won his map 3-0. That was an absolute statement in this group. We saw, okay, this guy is in tip-top shape. He has all the strategies down. We got all 4 races in this group, which is very interesting. In Group D as well, by the way. So, yeah, let's go. We start on Amazonia.
All right, our first map, AZ. And that, if you're very well familiar with Michael and with the strategy he's like to play, then you should know there's always a danger here of Michael going for a ghoul scout early, trying to cancel the Ancient of War, and very, very old school, fitting for Michael, going for a 2 crypt ghoul rush. That used to be the danger of long years past. Nowadays, nobody really does it anymore, except for Michael. He sometimes throws it in, but if we know about it, I guess Colorful should certainly also know about it.
Absolutely. We've also seen very long matches by Michael on this map. For example, against the WCG legend Remind. That mined out the entire map is something that was never thought would be possible here on Amazonia. But okay. Seems to be a fairly normal affair. Oh, yeah, okay. He's going for the Necropolis because he sent out the Ghoul to force the harass and the Ancient of War. But apart from that, pretty normal. Standard.
Yeah, for Michael's standards, this is pretty normal. I think Colorful was expecting this. He didn't go for the Ancient of War position in the super greedy spot. You can set it up further forward, but then the danger might be that the Ghoul comes in. So it seems like Colorful did his homework, played it safe, took, I guess, no real damage from this Ghoul at all. The Ancient of War did take a bit of actual damage on itself, yes, but it doesn't force Wisp Repair. The creep seems to be going off well. Blade Demon Hunter, I mean, starts off with Claws, gets level 2 right away, and that is a rough early game for Michael. His first intention doesn't work out, but he's creeping now himself.
Yeah, he salvaged this really well. And Lightning Shield creep, no deny yet. Using the Lightning Shield to the max, and that is assumed to be level 2 for him as well. We have a race for level 3, I guess, especially on Colorful's side somehow, and race for the boots, and then we will be brawling in the early stages of Tier 2.
Oh my god, dude, Colorful right. Boots, slippers, hallelujah!
Claws
is what I
as
say
well.
to that. Yesterday was the day of the Lord, and today is getting rewarded for going to church, just like me.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
going for the Berserker now next. If he gets another slippers here, he's used his RNG for the whole year.
How important is a good inventory on the Demon Hunter in this match? Oh, cloak. In this matchup.
Very important. Demon Hunter, like many other agi heroes, especially the Blademaster, you rely on your good trading normally. You're really good at brawling, 1v1, fighting, dashing out those hits. And the more agi you have, the more health you have, the more armor you have, the better it is. And with that agi and claws now, slippers and claws, there's quite a bit of DPS on the Demon Hunter already. But even if you're so strong, if you find yourself surrounded against 7 ghouls, well, you can't fight out of that one. To be safe against this, some Night Elves go for boots or staff, but Colorful has done neither of this just yet. This is a lot of ghouls, by the way. Is this actually the double crypt ghoul rush?
It is a lot of ghouls, right? I haven't seen the second crypt when we were last in Michael's base. But...
Nice.
Oh, can I get this around here? No, slips through and a detonate as well. Cool, flanking him from the right-hand side. Michael didn't really expect this.
Yeah, Colorful's goal here is to buy as much time as possible. The archers, of course, shouldn't get surrounded ideally. He lost one, but one might be manageable. Oh, there's one shadow melted there. Did he see it hiding? There's a dust on Michael's side, but no, he didn't see it apparently. And we see the base now. No tech, double crypt. As I said, Colorful wants to delay here as much as possible and buy time until tier 2. On tier 2, he gets a second hero and becomes a lot stronger into his schools, either with usually Panda or Alchemist, maybe even a Naga, but the goal is here to not be overrun. And the first push into the main didn't do so much for Michael, but still, this is always a threat. He has a lot of ghouls. If he gets up to 30, maybe 40 supply, still dangerous for Colorful.
Okay. Oh, what's that? Just a shop and the Hunter's Hall. Okay, doesn't forget about that. You shouldn't really move the Engine of War out, right? You kind of need it for the defense, or it's at least super helpful. Limits your potential to creep. Usually you want the Engine of War to be at the orange spot now to do exactly what Michael's doing now as well, to creep this up. Aura level 2. Observer, well done.
Yeah. Kind of a Michael classic. This is like the strat on Amazonia that I think about when I think about Michael against Night Elf. He doesn't play it always, but he plays it a hell lot. And, well, as the only player in the world, nobody else plays the strategy. And it is dangerous. You need to make sure you don't get surrounded. You need to be patient. Then DK will get level 3. He will have a lot of ghouls, fast ghouls as well with that aura. And Colorful really needs his second hero.
How long does he have to hold on? There's barely any damage done. Here's the Panda. Breath of Fire, of course, good. We've seen Lin ending games with the Panda here in WCG against Infi. But you know what? Michael doesn't care about units, about heroes. He's straight up going for the tree.
He's just right-clicking on the tree. What is this strategy, dude? This is just like pure smork.
I don't think that's too good. And Michael realized this as well. Easy repair, good surface by Colorful, super quick response.
Yeah, perfect response by Colorful, right? The Archer's in the position, the Demon, even the Ancient of War was in the position. I think Michael may have beaten him before with that on ladder, and he was trying to do it again, but this time Colorful was ready. This is my interpretation of what just occurred here. Because with Colorful being ready, that exactly did not work out at all. The ghouls now, once again, looking for the surround. Getting an archer would be nice, getting a hero would be better. But honestly, the Demon Hunter is almost level 3, and Colorful is playing this really well. He only lost single archer so far against a double crypt ghoul rush.
Yeah, that's
amazing game for the Night Elf.
They can't really be attacked by Michael. Oh boy, this is bad. No level 2 coil, no mana. So maybe the Demon Hunter level 3 isn't that important here, as mana burn doesn't do too much. But yeah, the stats are really, really good. And Colorful, I'm super impressed by how well prepared he arrives here at WCG.
Absolutely, he did his homework, had the proper responses ready. Might get surrounded now. He went out a little far on the map, perhaps a little further than he should have. One archer is gonna, not go down. There is the staff. One archer lost would have been okay. The Panda, though, he might be, losing that one might be painful. But the Demon chased down for 2 more ghoul kills. And the clock is quickly running out here. Michael has to win this game within the next minute or 2. Otherwise, these Dryads will take over.
I think they already do, don't they? Panda, pretty protected. How many wisps can he get out now to repair? Would love to be to have the camera turn, but it's 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Big damage. Demon Hunter is in now as well, and the only one losing units is Michael. GG.
Yeah. That did not work out, and maybe there's a reason why you don't see this double crypt ghoul rush so much. It is a Michael special, and he has beaten very strong Night Elves with this in the past, but it seems like if the Night Elf is perfectly prepared and sees it coming and plays well against it, then he can deal with it also pretty well. Shown here by Colorful taking the 1-0 lead quite convincingly.
Yeah, the cheese doesn't work. The cheese doesn't smell too good on this Monday morning. So hopefully Michael goes back to standard. Hopefully he goes for normal strategies and be a little more successful here. Because he is capable of more.
Absolutely. And as I said, he's also capable of winning with his strategy. Just didn't do this here. Colorful was too well prepared. Very map specific. Amazonia is the only map where you can really do this anymore. You hope for the Ancient of War cancel at the beginning. You creep really fast with the ghouls that you have. You get level 3 quick, maybe level 4. Try to overwhelm. That works best by far on AZ. That map is now in the books. Colorful gets the win. Echo Isles, our second map, a very different one. Many unnets there for quite some time, thanks to 120 and others, have been favoring a fast expansion. So the complete polar opposite, fast ultra rush against fast expansion. This is something that this matchup nowadays provides, a lot of variety, which is really cool. Colorful had the perfect setup for map 1. Let's see who's better prepared for Echo Isles.
You say it's a very different map, but I say you can definitely play a 2-crypt ghoul rush on Echo Isles.
You can. True.
And if I can, Michael can too.
But you can't hope for the Ancient of War cancel. And you can't creep level 3 quickly. And the Demon Hunter isn't going to be behind you in levels. I think this is one of the big advantages that AZ provides. But you can't do it. I mean, theoretically, you can double crypt ghoul rush on any map. But with how impressive Colorful looked with the hold, perhaps a different strategy might be the better call. Other Night Elves on this map also Echo like playing Keeper quite a bit, especially Moon comes to mind. But I feel like Colorful in this matchup at least is fully back to Demon, and for good reason. He's such a good Demon Hunter player.
Yeah, ticks all the boxes in pretty much every single game. He's listening to your cast streamer where you preach to the Night Elves all the time. Level 3, boots of speed, burn, burn, burn. That's pretty much the opening for every single Night Elf game we got. Oh, and we got this. No, stop the sound. I'm confused. Is the game starting or not? I think it is. So with that, we're loading in 2 Echo Isles match points for Colorful.
All right, let's see what we get here. The early builds will tell us quite a bit already. Some Night Elves have been lacking a bit of neutral hero, especially against human, and also against undead. Moon, again, has to be mentioned here. But Colorful, he's Mr. Demon Hunter. Should be expected here. He's going for an early Ancient of War at the Merc camp. Love this! And I think you did a pretty good impersonation of me. You know, I think it's pretty on point. Get the level 3 fast. Get those boots. Mercs are also nice. And how do you get that level fast? The best by going for a big camp early. Normally, nowadays, undeads really don't pressure that so much anymore. And if you do it well, even if the undead wants to be aggressive, it can normally be salvaged by the Night Elf if he does do it well, which I do expect Colorful to do. Michael, on the other side, he's going for a ghoul build. So not the happy 4 ghouls into fiends, but rather more ghoul heavy. Again, there is an option to play this very aggressively. But yeah, only 1 crypt so far, I guess.
Yeah, that's what we said when we checked Michael's base on Amazonia as well. With the Ancient of War being in the bottom left, the base is pretty damn exposed. Of course, you can move it over after the creep is done, but that will take some time. And while you're creeping, your base is wide open. So let's see if he realizes this, if he gambles on it, or if he's a little more stable. Aside, the French champion, or one of the European champions of 2019 said he is smelling an expansion. So maybe we have to trust him.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. Because Micah isn't scouting. If you are planning to be any kind of aggressive, you certainly want to scout to see, well, where you have to go to harass the creep. But he also doesn't have a 6th Acolyte, which you need to expand. Oh, no, he just made it there. Okay. Yeah, Acolyte number 6, no scouting going on. That truly looks like an expansion. And the thing is, Colorful is going to be busy with this Merc camp for quite some time. So this might be working out for Michael very well.
Yeah. First he has to work on the creeps, then he has to move over if he wants to harass. This feels like a very safe expansion so far. No experience? Was there a deny?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. We see the creep on the ground. Okay, enough with the colorful praise, I guess.
It might still be enough for level 2. This camp gives a lot of experience as long as he doesn't deny anything else. That was super close, by the way. That was like right on the kill threshold range. He thought, it's not enough damage, but it was. Maybe the damage rolled a little too high. Demon starts off with the ring. Not the dream item of claws or ring of regen, but it's not bad, man. The demon's always going to be in the front line, always going to be taking some damage, and those +4 armor do help.
Indeed. And Skull dropped Expo, trying to establish that now. I wonder what the follow-up is to this. Is it Gargs on Echo? That would be a little weird. Or is it just Mass? Undead can play this matchup in many ways now.
Yeah, in Europe we saw this quite a bit from players like Krav, fast expansion into mass, Gargs, and Ghouls. We have the counter expo here by Colorful coming up. I like that. He's not putting everything into an all-in attack, kind of leaving it up to the opponent to properly respond. DK very close to level 2, but doesn't quite have it yet, which is annoying, being left here without the aura. But there's plenty of ghouls around to keep this expo safe. But at the same time, this Haunted didn't come up that quickly. Nerob coming in. Once the Nerob is done, not that much that the demon can do.
True. We heard that from the legendary Kevin Schween a couple of weeks ago. We have a tech for Colorful as well. He's not running into any surrounds here. He didn't get the boots, the staff instead.
And for once, I like it. He can threaten the Haunted still. He could come in from the south, in fact. Keep attention on his Demon Hunter, and then staff over to the Creeping if he needs to. Or just, you know, keep attention on his first hero. With the Berserker now as well, there's always a big advantage for Night Elf early on. If you have Merc support, that means the Ancient of War doesn't have to produce archers, because you have one archer. He denied again. It looked close. I don't think so, though. It's quite a bit of experience on the Demon. I think he got it. But he's making this quite close.
2.5 now. It is decent. No coil. Oh, there is a coil, actually. No Unholy Aura yet for the Death Knight. If he gets one kill here, he got it. Oh, item on the ground.
He wants that item.
He definitely. What was that staff? That was weird.
Oh, nice block. Oh, wow.
Doesn't get it.
Colorful actually picks up that item. That was well done by him.
A player's forces
Gets the
are
gloves,
under attack.
which is probably the worst item on the Demon Hunter. But it's an item, you know. Tech starting now. Does he already have 5 acolytes? That's pretty fast.
Maybe he builds an. No, he has no Necropolis at the bottom, right? There's only one building. That should be a Ziggurat.
Oh, the staff is on cooldown.
Oh.
Colorful needs to be careful here.
Invite for a surround, and he luck. Oh no! There's a little bit of room to escape. And he uses that one.
And now one more burn, and the DK is pretty much dry. Gets off the coil before. That's nicely done. Alright, so seems like we're settling in for a nice late game 2 base versus 2 base. Michael has the slightly faster expo and income, but Kalfel has the slightly faster tech, so small leads on both sides. What LawLiet has been showing in the super late game against Undead recently is triple hero, which I thought was really cool. Demon Hunter into Naga into Keeper was presented by him extremely well against 1-2-0. I wonder if that's the route that Colorful might be going down. Oh no, it's not. He's going for a Panda, who also in the super late game can be very strong.
Yeah, but you need the levels on Echo. Not that easy, and he will be under a lot of pressure. Michael always threatening little ghoul run-bys, wants to contest the middle, and so far pretty successful with it after that attempted surround. So slowing down the Panda should be key for Michael now, and gather up a big 80 supply army.
Alright, it's gonna take a little while. I'd like for Colorful here to go into creep mode soon. At the moment it's not that easy with the units that he has. But once he has 2 Dryads, 3, something like that, then he can control the map pretty well. Marketplace, very juicy camp to pick up. It's gonna be a lot about the creeping here.
Cannibalize, very nice. We see this more and more from Scoot, for example, in the DreamHack qualifiers this weekend. Now by Michael on the big World Cyber Game stage. And he gives up the shop. Good experience for the Panda. Demon Hunter still harassing. So annoying.
Was Michael really going for the marketplace? That's not easy to creep with just ghouls. And the Panda might be showing up any second. But Michael wants to contest the middle camps as well. He doesn't just want to give them away to the opponent. That seems smart. But ghouls are squishy. No coils to heal them up anymore.
This man has 17 years of Warcraft experience, and Echo Owls was part for probably 16 years of that, so I guess he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I guess back then there were even still health fountains here, weren't there?
Yeah, very good. We should bring that back.
I believe it was even 3 health fountains at a time. So it's quite funny. Night of Army now coming in after all. Colorful will contest this camp after already getting the remainder of the southern one. He will now also seemingly claim the Magi for the big item. Tier 3 coming in quickly. Dryads, Bears. Pretty standard play here by Colorful as we were expecting. gets the level 2 Panda. We'll get the level 3 Demon in no time. Oh, and a big mana potion.
Hoo-hoo. Get that barbecue ready, send the invites out. This is gonna be good and steaming hot. Lich coming. Double slaughterhouse for mass abominations, I guess.
I like that. A-bombs, statues, and also wagons is what you want to have in the super late game. 2 statues, probably 2 destroyers, at least 1 A-bomb, maybe 2, and 1 or 2 wagons. Slaughterhouse units can be very strong in the late game against Night Elf, especially because of Disease Cloud. Night Elf has a very tough time dealing with that. They have no passive healing. They do have Reju and Moon Juice, yes, but you always have to keep the mana cost of that in mind. It's not like they have statues or priests, so that's something that especially Dryads can suffer from quite quickly once that upgrade is researched. Still gonna take a while. Is a tier 3 upgrade, of course. And this was another camp stolen by Colorful, right? He gets even the Murlocs away from the opponent, places down a sentry, gets a Fiend kill here as well, getting more experience. And we can see that reflected in second heroes. The Panda, close to level 3, and the Lich has barely anything.
That's absolutely tremendous. He builds an Engine of Wind as well in anticipation of Destroyer, so he's getting ready for that too.
Oh, yeah.
And so much vision. Man, Colorful, you're really impressive here today, Michael. You need a magic move to get back into this game. Yes, the expansion is paying off, but that goes for both players.
Yeah, and that's where we're starting to move to the real late game here. There is one big advantage that Night Elf has army-wise over the Undead. That is that all the units benefit from the same upgrades. Dryads, Bears, Hippos, even Chimeras benefit from the same upgrades from the Hunter's Hall, whereas for the Undead, that's not the case. There's Fiends with their upgrades and wagons and A-bombs with their other upgrades, so it's harder to max out perfectly. And that's something that also Colorful LawLiet showed, and I know I'm referencing LawLiet a lot, but he played so well the other day against 1-2-0. Get upgrades like crazy. Never stop pumping them. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, then the Night Elf army becomes super strong, especially when backed up by these strong heroes. And I think they're starting to get there. Panda about to hit level 3, Demon getting closer to 4. We don't have many camps left on the map. And yeah, I guess no third hero this time around.
Ghoul Frenzy and Disease Cloud, big upgrades. We get Frost Armor. I like that so far. Yeah, Bears are coming. That's good. Still, okay, this time he goes for level 2 Coil. The Heal Scroll went to Michael. The Invo Potion went to Colorful. And I like that. He's kind of nuke-proof there now with the staff, with the Invo, and the tankiness he has. Anyway. Ooh, turtle spot? Really?
Yeah, Colorful I think was even for a second thinking about trying to steal that away, the Gargantuan, but that would be very ambitious. Would probably get punished right away with Michael around. So Colorful just pulls back his Panda and the army, and just the Demon Hunter harasses. And that's a lot of mana being drained right here. That's a good job. He slows down the Undead as well, ensures that the Panda is creeping across the map, where the Panda should be getting level 4, I believe, with that last camp, or at least close to it. And if he then can keep on trading and get Panda to level 5 in 80 versus 80 fights, is amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be real nasty. With Drunken Haze, also a little mischance for the Fiends, or whatever he affects with it. 1-1 upgrades for Colorful, 1-1 basically for Michael. But not for the same units, of course. Defense upgrades for the Abomination, attack upgrades for the Fiends. That's how we like it.
Parry up drop for the Panda, the best thing ever, but it's something. Colorful going into upkeep. Yeah, quite quickly here. Oh, but Michael follows soon after. And with all these buildings, production, we are rising up in supply quite quickly. Something that we haven't seen utilized yet is the marketplace. Especially Colorful with him having a Panda and Moonwells. Something like a Pendant of Energy could be super strong. Maybe something to look towards in the near future.
Okay. We have no Mountain Giants here on this map. Oftentimes a stable front line for the Night Elves, but we haven't seen this transition yet. And I doubt we're going to see it maybe in the ultra late game. He's pretty focused on his Hippos and Bears so far. Hero levels are so good for Colorful. Oftentimes key to victory when you get Evasion level 2. Panda's level 4 as well. Cool that he focuses him. We saw it before, the Panda soaked up the turtles alone. Now this as well. Yikes. This is gonna be really hard to deal with. And he held on to that bigger mana potion, so the spells that he learns now are gonna be even more powerful.
Absolutely. Kind of slot starved. That's the problem for Colorful. That's not the upside of having triple hero. You always have slots for small items, for dust, for invuls, for staff. Now Colorful has to make decisions. What item does he drop? Because for those big fights, you definitely want heal scrolls. I think number one item to go should be Gloves of Haste, I guess. Maybe the Periapt. You would love to drop the dust, but you can't because there's Burrow. So a little headache for Colorful, but one that he can live with. He knows this game has been going very well for him. He's got more upgrades coming, 2-1 already. But we have 3 attack upgrades also for the Fiends. That is quite respectable as well.
Exactly, and he upgrades the defense for the Abominations as well. He's at 93 supply. 2 heal scrolls against the Panda's Breath of Fire. We got a mana potion as well. Seems like Michael doesn't want it to waste any time, but oh my god, Colorful with 4 Moonwells at the expansion.
Only 80 supply though. Refusing to break into high upkeep. It's been a very passive game here.
Now.
And we have a third hero, Naga, now. Probably not going to be that impactful, but it's something, I guess. And that's 100 supply for Michael. Colorful now into 91 as well, but that's still stuck in production.
He's almost maxed out, man. This is nasty. Scroll of Protection. Colorful needs Wisp. Sometimes he forgets about that. The Ghouls have Frenzy. The Abominations have Disease Cloud. Okay, let's rock and roll. Roar casted. Reju as well. Can he engage into this? Oh, meat wagons. Love that. They can shoot from range, tear through the buildings, attack the Dryads if they expose themselves. But it's definitely pressure. If you let them shoot, your buildings will fall. Bears moving forward. Big melee front line. Big Breath of Fire as well. The Ghouls are very hurting. The Panda's in trouble, down to 50%. Meat wagons are attacking the bears now. Abomination so far soaking up the damage well, but there's no call to save them anymore. Roar recasted. Well, this is a fierce big battle.
Yeah, frontline I think seems to be looking a bit better for Michael, but of course the faster reinforcements are with Colorful. Bears are starting to drop low. The missing mountain giants I think might really be starting to hurt. Hippo's still somehow alive.
I think Colorful is smashing this fight, dudes. The bears are tearing through the front line, and with no protection, you will suffer. Lich is there, okay, level 3, but he's not the super Lich that he needs to be. The Hippos are useless now if there's no air, and man, this Panda is so close to 5 after this one fight. Michael lost 40 supply, forces the TP out, kills the Naga. That's level 5. Demon Hunter still alive. That's game, and that's a 2-0 for Colorful.
Wow. Pretty fast. Considering we went to 100 supply, that game didn't even last so long. 16 minutes only.
I agree.
When Colorful gets the 2-0 lead, we're going to have a third map here, but we already know Colorful is the winner of the series today. But the third map is still important. This will be relevant for map score later. In case there's going to be an equal amount of wins between 2 players, then it comes down to map score. And for that, a 3-0 is going to be a big help rather than just a 2-1. So third map will still be coming. That's going to be concealed. But on our first 2 maps, Colorful shows he's clearly the stronger player today.
Yeah, this looked really good. Also, the execution, like the game plan in general, really good. Then these tiny little moves in the mid game where he buys space for the Panda, really good. And the execution in the fight itself, also very good. So Colorful, I tip my hat for your performance here today. And if he wins Concealed Hill as well, we got China with 6 maps and Korea with 0 maps in this group, as TH has defeated Focus 3-4.
Yeah, it's been looking pretty even between China and Korea so far in our WCG competition. But in Group C, there is a very clear standout country, and that is China. So far, at least. Of course, we're going to have more matches here being played out. At the moment, players have played 1 match at most. And yeah, Colorful showing us a very impressive performance. That looks, the optimistic side of me says that looks like a comeback performance once again, a bounce back performance for Colorful after he had been struggling the last few weeks.
Hopefully. I mean, he's a wonderful player. He made it to finals not too long ago that he then lost to 1-0 most of the time. But anyway, finals in tier 2 tournaments, that's not something you enter easily when the competition is Lin, Moon, LawLiet, Infi, TH, 120, Fly. He's still a young Warcraft player. Yeah, he became a father. Yes, he's married now, but still one of the youngest high-skill players we got on the scene. And especially this year, he matured so much, became the team captain of the Lao Pao Esports Club, taking that over from Focus and Fortitude.
Yeah, he's another one of those up-and-coming Chinese players. He's not quite as young as, I don't know, Ice Orc or someone, but he's one of the new generation, and he's climbing his way up there. Still overshadowed by his countryman, 120 certainly, but he is very close. He's one of the best Night Elves in the world, without question. The Koreans, LawLiet and Moon, stand on top and above everyone else, but he's very close behind. And as you said, in Tier 2 tournaments, we have seen him go almost all the way, and in fact, all the way before in online competition.
Would you think he's better than Foggy?
Yes. At the moment, yes. Or wait, at the moment...
Not sure if I
agree. A month ago, I would have said instantly yes. Well, Foggy won a few days against Moon online, which blew everyone's mind.
2-0.
So, you know, I haven't seen Foggy that much recently. I wouldn't make a statement about him, actually.
He was busy as well getting married. Everybody in the scene is getting married, except the two of us. Anyway.
Married to the game.
Married to the game, indeed. We go beyond the game here for WCG. So cool to have WCG back. The first Warcraft tournament there in 2003 was always considered the World Championship back in the day. Legendary battles. The Rise of Sky. Two-time champion Grubby. No-time champion Moon. We will never forget all the stories here at WCG, and hopefully we can go into that as the tournament progresses. But next thing that progresses is this best of 3. Colorful has won that already, but Michael trying to fight back and get at least that one map.
Yeah, this might be crucially important should it come down to the maps. And also you want to show that you're competitive. You know, you don't want to be blown out here with a 3-0. And Concealed Hill, the third map, was a map for a long time that was considered very good for Undead, as you get a safe level 2 creep in the Night of progress on Demon level 3. Looked to be quite hard in the early game, in the mid game, but something that seems to be happening more and more in late game Undead versus Night Elf is that it's 2 base versus 2 base very often, and in that case it can sometimes become, well, very big armies obviously, and also kind of stalematey. And there's fountains on this map. If you ever creep up the map, if you're in an aggressive position, if you're having trouble dealing with disease cloud over time, if you have mountain giants especially, fountains can be one of the greatest things, but that is looking very far down the line. Are we gonna get there? Are we gonna go 2 base, ultra late game, creep up the whole map? Is Colorful even gonna go mountain giants? I don't know. It's gonna be a question for further down in this match. But I was very surprised, I must say. Very, very surprised. We saw in that last battle 0 MGs for Colorful. It was 93 supply, 0 mountain giants. Very different style from LawLiet, who played the complete opposite. He played lots of MGs and basically no bears. But it seems like both can be successful.
2-minute early game monologue by Mr. Remo Demo here, but I can only agree. If there's a map for mountain giants, it's this one. But maybe he doesn't like them because they look so mean in Reforged. He doesn't want to scare our viewers away. They were so cute in Frozen Throne, but they have matured over time. Maybe something bad happened to them. Now, very, very grim.
Yeah, life is rough in the mountains, I guess.
Oh, you can tell me, man. Where I live, mountains everywhere.
I can't wait for the next time we go hiking together.
So high.
So much fun.
Oh, yeah. We have Evasion first by Colorful, by the way, too. It's a little bit of min-maxing. He knows that he gets level 2 and doesn't want to take that much damage. And you don't have, like, you can't mana burn anything anyway. So why not?
Very tanky items for the demon. It's not the dream slippers and claws he was hoping for. But for the late game, this might even be better. Although I guess gauntlets will have to be sold. As once more on Dual Hero, you will get slot staffed quite quickly. Colorful still seems to be sticking to the dual hero. We saw Panda second on map 1, but that was mostly because of a slow mid-game with the expansion play going on here. In a more 1-base centric game, at least for some time, Naga is more likely. I guess he's not too experimental with that triple hero style that we saw from LawLiet yet. And that's kind of typical Colorful, right? It takes a while until he starts picking up the new stuff.
Do you want to point towards something here? A little meme that's going on in the Chinese scene?
No. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
That he's the low IQ night elf? Things take a while, you know?
So mean, dude.
It's not coming from me, I'm just quoting.
Toxic, bro. Toxic. We have the creep routes commencing. Very, very passive. There's absolutely no attempt by this Demon Hunter to be aggressive, which, of course, I love. Getting level 3 early, getting the boots, getting the mana burn. Hallelujah. Tier 2 is progressing as well. We're going to have Hunter's Hall coming up. I don't think we saw the direct tech timing comparisons, but it should be pretty even. Wait a minute. What's the Demon Hunter doing now? Going towards the middle?
Is there a way to creep the middle that early?
A player's forces are under attack.
Huh.
Oh, wow. He pulls out the Ogre Lord with Demon, and 4 archers only blocks the way. 2 archers Shadow Meld, and with the rest, that's enough. Michael is getting punished really hard for his lacking scouting.
Michael has no idea this is happening. Maybe now. And he does have a coil, doesn't he? There's full mana. Oh boy, this could backfire hard. Oh, got the experience.
Okay, that's a lot of time wasted as far as experience goes. And, oh, the DK could get more kills here.
Yep.
Ooh, 2
Got an
archers
archer
as well. Oh my god, that experience.
Feels like you're a little behind me in the stream, but yeah, that was a good creep jack, man. He doesn't even need to scout, he just feels what's happening on the map. Colorful this time, going for a Naga, not a Panda, even though there's so much experience here. The Ancient Django goes to Colorful, that's wonderful. More movement speed, more attack speed. But yeah, this was so much wasted time. He's finally getting his level 3 now at the lab, but Michael looks like he wants to engage into that again. Is there a ward? Maybe he planted a ward. Yeah, nice. At the tavern. So he knows exactly what's up.
My stream's lagging at the moment.
Okay. DK, good progress. Low mana, but definitely good progress. The army is looking okay, I guess. Tier 3 check only now. I like that Michael is disrupting Colorful. Like, you want to play your game? No. That's cool. That's a cool strategy here. He has his necessary level. Naga doesn't really need level, so creeping is not a big priority. And keeping the Demon Hunter away from level 3 should be a priority if you can do it. As everybody is lining up for level 3. For the big upgrades and orbs. And maybe even a 3rd hero. So who's gonna get that rock golem here? Demon Hunter's coming in. And with boots and mana burn, he punishes this Naga hard. No boots, no potions. Is he willing to TP out of it? The Fiend doesn't look too healthy either. Michael, overstaying your welcome, I guess.
He's so fast with the boots and the aura.
Absolutely.
You can't block him.
Very fast.
Oh, he transfers the TP, didn't get it off in time.
Oh no.
If he loses the Fiend as well, now here, this is a complete disaster.
One item to rule them all. Good block now. And the creeps are getting involved still.
The other Fiend got caught by the Dryad. Didn't pay attention to the rally point. The Burrow's gonna buy some time, but, well, there's a shop right there. And just like that, Colorful's back in the saddle.
That was really... Yeah, one fight, and I would say he even has the advantage now. That was big. What can he do now? Creep the DK even further?
But that's the camp he's also taken away from the 2nd and 3rd hero, right? I guess the Naga is back now. But so is the Demon. He is so fast, it's ridiculous.
And again, he finds him. He harasses him, he burns him. I don't like that, man.
Burn on the statue is a little annoying, but it's not that bad for Undead. You want to morph one statue anyways, so you take the one that's already burned into a destroyer. But it's the demon's still getting some value out of his presence here. It's so, I don't want to say easy, but it's easier to do this with his double movement speed. Darting in and out, getting in the mana burns. Feels good.
Destroy upgrade is coming. Of course, the big strength of the Undead is the late tier 3 with high level heroes and all the upgrades. But with a strong Demon Hunter and maybe even Mountain Giants, Night Elf are definitely competitive on the very late stage, especially with the fountains that you mentioned in the early game. Lich out now. Orb of Corruption. Oh, does he have the gold for it? I hope the overlay is late. Otherwise, okay, he does have it.
Alright, finding some creeping here for Michael. The DK level 4 is really good. That aura helps out a lot. But Lich really wants level 2 as well for the Frost Armor. And Naga, ideally level 3. But that seems like a far and distant dream at the moment. Whereas Carlo was about to hit his Naga 3.
Will he add a third hero? Is the question.
A town is under siege.
I don't think so. Seems more of a new school thing. As mentioned, LawLiet is doing it, but Colorful hasn't shown it too much yet. Oh, the demon running in, taking a lot of damage over there.
Yeah. Coral Nova, it was. There's a staff on the Naga, so not as dangerous as it looks. If he pays attention, big invul so good as well.
I think he needs to get back to the Moonwells. He needs more mana to burn. But he's not doing it.
Does he know about the expansion?
I don't think so. He had a wisp there earlier, but he may not know. Should staff him out now, and then heal up.
Even using the Fork Lightning. Okay, now he staffs him out. Now he's getting ready in fighting shape. Nobody's really willing to break upkeep for now. Of course, Michael's still investing into this expansion. No upgrades for Colorful this time. Very, very different game than Echo Isles was.
I believe that's a counter expansion, top left, but that is far away. This would be way later than the Undeads. 50 supply expo, that's something we've been seeing from Happy especially a lot in the past. Oh, and he forgot about the Orb of Venom. There's no Orb of Venom on this Demon Hunter.
True. Did he have the resources? Not 100% sure. Maybe he didn't want to waste any time. Now with the help of the Nerubian Tower, this seems to be a pretty good fight for Michael to keep his expo safe. The Demon Hunter is once again in a world of trouble. Not sure if the staff is ready on the Naga. But the bears find the connection to the fiends, and this is where the damage is. Invul Potion for a long time. There was the big one. Heroes moved back and in range of the Dryads. He needs to kill Dryads in masses to get high levels, but the Demon Hunter still untouchable. Going for the heroes. Naga just dead. Can't be coiled, of course. Invul Potion on the lid. Wanted to swap it. And there's the staff ready. He bought so much time with that Invul. Second Invul here. Town Portal out from the Naga, but Expo still stands.
Okay. That seems like a decent fight by Colorful, right? Now he gets the orb. He got some good kills there, got more experience, and bought time for the expansion. Question is the damage that he dealt here enough?
I mean, he's expanding himself. He can't fall back. He can creep the upper left and then the fountain on the left-hand side. But you don't want to give the undead so much time, especially when he's the first one with high levels and with this expo. Demon Hunter close to 4.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, so once again we move into this similar late game, 2 base, 2 base. Colorful with good lumber. I'd love to see him use his lumber wisps later to put into the gold mine and then go for a shredder and really churn out those upgrades.
Feels to me that since he's at 70 supply, he's preparing the Mountain Giant transition, freeing up that supply, getting the upgrades now, being greedy and no upkeep, and then do the 64 supply jump.
that could also be really good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Michael's hero starting to get scary. When they reach higher levels here, 4-3-3 is a big chunk. And I think that's what Colorful wants to contest. But he has a bit of a supply deficit. But he's up in upgrades, which matters. Oh, the Drake does get taken out. The item is stuck over there.
Is it? It can't pick it up? You sure?
I mean, now the DK can get it, yeah.
But he's separated from the rest of the army, for sure. And you're ahead of me now, so no spoilers, please, Remo.
Player's forces are under attack.
Should be able to get out. Level 2 aura. Pretty good.
Alright. Now we get abominations as well. Good counter to mountain giants if Colorful decides to go for them. Not the greatest here on Concealed because of the fountains. But the expansion is starting to pay off. 65 supply for the undead levels. Slowly getting there. Not having a second hero or third hero with level 3 is definitely a liability. And there you see the mountain giant upgrades.
And the Wisp going over to the expansion. Colorful saving a lot of gold. But needs to be careful if he's too thrifty. He's saving gold for too long. And then suddenly this push by the undead might be very, very scary. Has to fall back now.
A player's forces
Michael's
are
getting
under attack.
more confident, it seems. Colorful still in no upkeep. Okay, here we go. Finally breaks upkeep. That's a mountain giant, though. That takes quite some time.
It's only one, right? Not a second one, which you kind of want to use Taunt on 2 different spots and then confuse these abominations and heroes to draw their aggro. Now that's the second one.
And more upgrades. Those are looking good for Colorful. Second attack upgrade coming in. Now might be a good time for a Shredder, but perhaps he feels under pressure. He knows the undead army is big. Perhaps he feels he has to get as much army out and get to 80 as quickly as he possibly can. Still a red camp over there.
Player's forces are
With
under
him having
attack.
2 level 4 heroes, he wouldn't get that much experience from this. There's a big experience punish on it, but it's also opportunity for a big item. And it is still experience, of course. But now it's Michael coming in to contest.
And he has the supply lead still, 14 supply in production. It's only a couple of bears and a couple of giants. Mountain giants also not the fastest, so if they're out, they still waddle over. Lionhorn of Stormwind, great item, but here's the Nova, here's the Frost Arrow. And that could potentially be a lot of kills. The giants are in range of the destroyers, though. Good positioning. And Michael focuses on the... Oh, maybe not that good. As the destroyer falls.
Happens sometimes.
Happens sometimes. The creeps are nasty.
He's still got a lot of gold. He can replace that easily. Naga with the Lionhorn. A very good find. Helping out against the Orb of Corruption. Now lots of armor on his units. And the Mountain Giants are going to be very good tanks. Those 2 should be finished now. We have Colorful going up to 78. And suddenly it's the Night Elf with the supply lead. With MGs, you can jump up in supply super quick.
Yes, 78. Almost maxed out. Getting upgrades as well. It's 2-1. That's
A
lovely.
player's
Michael,
forces are under
can he
attack.
follow up? He's only 2-0 in upgrades. How is the item situation? We saw a lot of hero focus before, but there is an invul. There's a staff. Also a heal scroll against the disease cloud. 1 heal scroll, 1 invul on the undead side as well. Love the rune bracers against Fork Lightning Mana Burn on the Naga. But yeah, he definitely has to take care of her. And here we push.
Mountain Giants should be in the vanguard. Into the breach, brothers. And in they go. They're stuck behind a little bit, slightly awkward. But they will be coming in quickly enough. The MGs are holding the front line. And the mana for Michael is looking awful, actually, in this fight.
How we said a lot of times, like, ignore the mountain giants and try to kill the rest, but Michael just full right click on the MGs, trying to force the staff, maybe opening a chance to kill a hero here. Micro is okay. Fiends are starting to bury, or to use burrow, but I think Colorful has a good shot in this fight once again. He's kind of low in supply, but the DK is super low in everything and will be forced into a TP. Michael wants to stay a little longer, has the Invul Potion, but... Ooh, good burrows here. TP forced. DH could kill the Destro. Not happening. Colorful holds, but with big losses.
Yeah, he lost a lot right there. The bears, you can see, they die so fast.
But I think...
Perhaps a reason.
he,
player's forces
like
are
they
under attack.
lost equally, but Colorful forgot to reproduce during the fight, so the supply was lying a little.
Yeah, we can see he's low lumber now. Did he just go for a shredder? There's something moving over from the lab. I would love to know.
You don't need to know
I know.
everything, Remo.
It's an MG, not a shredder. So lumber for Colorful, yeah, it's a bit of a problem. He's been stuck at 2-1 upgrades here for quite some time. You want to get up to 3-1, 3-2 quickly with this army. Then suddenly Mountain Giants also do something.
Ooh, he's trying to get the expansion there on the high ground. I like that. I also like all the moonwells at the expansion once again. So to be a little safer. But Michael, 3-0 attack upgrades on a lot of fiends. And the abominations are coming in. 2 involts this time. Mana potion close to level 5.
Yeah, I think Colorful needs to go to 100 supply. I think 80 isn't enough. Get 2 more MGs, 2 more Dryads. And then this is really tough for the Undead.
In the history of Warcraft 3, was it ever meta in the matchup to go to 100? No, right?
Not really, but we've been seeing it more and more in this one.
I agree.
I'm
And
going to
he's breaking
upkeep now.
upkeep. Yep, exactly. Michael isn't. He's still trying to distract, trying to buy time for the third phase. Which usually is the win condition for the Night Elf in the late game.
Going up the hill. Definitely a little scary. MGs could position, though, quite well. And in we go. Good dispels against the Frost Armors. It's all about mana here on the Undead side. Demon are taking a lot of damage.
Oh my. He needs
And the Wisp flank from the back, though. Beautiful.
He hits the statues as well, so not much to do here. Info potion, the Demon Hunter burns the DK to the ground, who never made it to level 5. He still has the potion. Could be an X Factor. Demon Hunter staffed out as he was tanking quite a bit. Bears are slowly but steady falling, and the Fiends aren't. It's just Burrow. Yes, the damage is not on the battlefield, but he's not losing. He's not feeding. Demon Hunter soon to be back. Crazy fight here. The Mountain Giants hold their ground, and that's exactly what they're supposed to do. Fork Lightning. Now they can reach the Fiends, and now they bring some damage as well. Taunt, distraction, slows down the retreat. And the Demon Hunter is back, burning again.
Use the dust this time. That's more Fiends going down. DK very far forward. Could be forced into a TP, and that would be the expansion going down.
Yeah.
He's not going for the DK. Oh, now he is, maybe.
Okay, Focus Fire started. TP out. How many kills can he get? I think he would just want more kills. He was very bloodthirsty here.
A player's forces
And
are
that
under
expansion
attack.
wasn't even cancelled during the fight. This is absolutely brutal. 15 supply lead for Colorful. Unsummoned now. Mountain Giants seem unbeatable. Oh, no Nature's Blessing, by the way. Yikes. Never had the lumber, I guess. And the
Yeah.
main gold mines are expired. So both down to 1 base. How can you catch up 17 supply if you don't have an expansion yet?
Michael still has a lot of gold, though. He can get back up to 80. And yeah, you can waddle the tree towards the middle, but that also comes with a big downside. That means staffs are not going to do much for you anymore. When the Demon Hunter has to be staffed out, he won't have Moonwells to make use of. He'll just be standing in the middle of the map with low HP. But he is almost level 5. That's certainly a big level up for him. Naga is 5 already. Level 3 Fork Lightning. 250 damage. I looked it up yesterday. It's quite a bit of DPS. And of course the MGs tanking in the front line.
Yeah. The undead
Well,
levels aren't getting much better in the near future. Got level 5 already. 3 on the Naga. 3 on the Lich. That's pretty much it. Two upgrades for Colorful as well. All he has to do is hold the hill.
True. He's got good vision here as well, thanks to Ultra. But he doesn't want to hold the hill, question mark? Maybe? Seems like the perfect position for these MGs.
9 armor on the bears. What is it on the mountain giants? Oh yeah, 10.
10 armor, hell yeah, bro.
Third attack upgrade as well. It's gonna be harder and harder for Michael to take down this map. To take down any map in his first WCG 2020 game.
Is he waiting for the Tree of Eternity to walk up there?
Probably. It's a big tank as well.
Yeah.
Even...
Two- 2000 HP, not bad, but slow.
Yeah, and no
Without
Nature's
Nature's
Blessing, so
Blessing.
no armor as well. Alright, is he blocking the entire choke with the Mountain Giants, or will the Bears be able to connect 2 or through? One is stuck, Demon Hunter not in the front line, running around like a hatless chicken, but getting level 5 can burn, finally makes his way into the front line. Bears are falling, there was a good position by Michael, who's now towering this up. Once more, we got the Wisp flank, and that's so good, so important, no spells to use anymore. Focus fire on the Demon Hunter was good, but there is an invul, there is a little bit of healing. Mountain Giant microed out, so the front line is a lot easier. Still the 10 supply lead, and Michael is losing more and more. 3 units about to drop. Here's the Abomination. Oh, catches the coil. But yeah, Fiends falling down there. Dryads bringing in so much damage on these Abominations. The poison is stacking up, and then it's just unholdable after a while if the Demon Hunter can burn.
Chasing for more kills. That Naga in trouble. She survives with the invul. But if Michael can get the hero kill out of nowhere, this might still be doable.
I'm not too sure, man. I'm really not too sure. I'd rather see a hero kill on the other side. Destroyer falling. The Demon Hunter still so tanky. Wonder if the staff is ready. Must be. And it is. Still an invul on the Lich. DK suffers. Naga suffers. The army is pretty much non-existent. The towers are helping now. Is that the... Oh, last second coil. Is that the key to victory for Michael? These towers, none of his DK falls, and that is the taste my spear, thinks the Dryad, and yep, that's it. Level 6 Celebration Tornado, maybe? Doesn't have the mana, unfortunately. Feels like Colorful is not losing anything. Lich is falling as well. There's no hope anymore. GG 3-0. China dominates Group C. Very impressed again by Colorful.
Yeah, with a complete clean sweep here. TH and Colorful both very, very well played. Michael, not too great of a chance today. Game 1 and 2, I think he was soundly outplayed. Game 3, it was pretty close, right? It was a nice back and forth, but Colorful does manage to clutch it out in the end with, once again, super big armies, getting up to like 90 supply. MGs with a lot of upgrades when there's 5 in the front line, taunting and taunting away. So hard to deal with for Undead oftentimes. And the Night Elf Heroes late game also looking good. And Colorful, I feel like perhaps we haven't mentioned that enough, took care of his heroes really well.
Yeah.
Staffs ready whenever he needed. Wait a minute. Did he lose a single hero in this full best of 3?
I don't think so. No.
That's really well done. Really well. Against 5 3/3 heroes, that's such a big danger on the Undead side.
I mean, he played a Panda twice. He was very tanky, but taking great care of the Naga here on CH. Well done. Well done. Impressed. So, our next game, Fly versus LawLiet. Remo spent half of this best of 3 to talk about LawLiet. Fly seems to be in tip-top shape as well. The only Night Elf to defeat, the only Orc to defeat Moon in this Night Elf versus Orc matchup. A full-out best of 3 coming up. Don't go anywhere. It's WCG 2020.
Powerful innovation has arrived, with the speed to go beyond limitation and discover the unreal. Introducing the Samsung NVMe SSD 970 series, the key to unlocking your power, with the performance to reach beyond the expected, the capacity to illuminate a world of ideas, and the reliability to sustain it all. Samsung's latest NVMe M.2 SSD. Unreal performance realized. powerful innovation has arrived, with the speed to go beyond limitation and discover the unreal. Introducing the Samsung NVMe SSD 970 series, the key to unlocking your power, with the performance to reach beyond the expected, the capacity to illuminate a world of ideas, and the reliability to sustain it all. Samsung's latest NVMe M.2 SSD. Unreal performance realized.
World Cyber Games, the tournament that started it all, started the whole esports circuit, is back in 2020. The connected edition is China versus Korea. We go into Group D. That's the last game of round 1, and it's LawLiet versus Fly.
LawLiet. I've been talking about him quite a bit earlier. He was a rising talent in Korea for the longest time, and after a lot of hard work, after climbing the ranks, he is now, the first time in forever, or in the history of his career, rank 1 in ELO. Does that mean he's going into this as the big favorite?
I definitely agree. I mean, there was this big match between LawLiet and Fly at WGTL. A lot of controversy about that. Fly took that map. It was Turtle Rock, though, and since then, since June, he wasn't able to grab a single map off of LawLiet. He's a silver medalist, though, of WCG 2009, a legendary final versus Infi. We all remember Echo Isles, don't we? LawLiet only won WCG, that was Xi'an in 2019, and it was pretty disappointing not making the playoffs. The Chinese and the Korean went into this as the big favorite, but the Russian Hawk kicked him out of the top 4. No semifinal for LawLiet here. Our picks and bans, we got Concealed Hill, we got Northern Isles, and we got Last Refuge.
Yeah, pretty standard here with the bans. I guess the one thing that stands out is that Fly removes Twisted. It's a map that some orgs like to play, but the top Night Owls, they are so hard to deal with there, with Merc Camps, with Mass Expansion. Keeper Hunts Expo. That's, of course, what we'll be expecting here on our 3 maps.
LawLiet, is he the chosen one? Is he the player that can not only break into the tier 1, but win major tournaments? That hasn't been the case in a long time. It's always the Moons, the Infis, the THs, the Lins that take home the crowns recently. And of course, Happy. But a new Korean player that wasn't part of the golden age of Warcraft, grabbing a WCG title, that is a dream coming true.
Yeah, would be wonderful for him. Last time, did he make it to the semis?
Thanks for listening to me. No, he didn't. He was kicked out by Hawk. But this time he has a way better shot at things. We go like 2 out of this group make it out. And the group consists of SOC and WFZ. So I would think that the Koreans are the favorites here. SOC incredibly good recently. LawLiet probably best in the world at the moment. What Group C is for China, Group D could be for Korea.
Yeah, big question here is Fly. What Fly is going to show up? We've been saying this throughout his career. When he shows up in tip-top shape, like he did back then this year against Moon, he is absolutely scary, and even in this tough matchup can play very well and could be up for a surprise. But what Fly are we going to see in our best of 3?
Exactly. Is it Fly 100%? Is it Fly 50%? Is it maybe Fly 110%? I would think he needs that to even take a map off of LawLiet. 3 matches since June. All of them went to LawLiet. All the maps went to LawLiet. It seems like he's unbeatable in this matchup. And that's because of one unit that we already see in production. Wisps.
Sounds weird, right? When you say it like that. Wisps. Since when are workers so impactful? Peons, militia, acolytes, not that much. But what these top Night Elves have been able to do with the Wisp, with their detonate ability to mana drain the opponent, Very, very impressive. We even saw it just a few minutes ago by Colorful against Undead, where it's quite rare to see, but when you set up the perfect position with the perfect flank, it can make all the difference in the world. That will be mostly a thing for the late game. For now, we'll focus on the early game. And on our heroes, Keeper first, no surprise, and Fly with the Blademaster, right? Yes. We have been seeing some orcs look towards Farseer as well recently with Headhunters, but not by Fly.
Okay. Blademaster it is. It's of course a little do or die for him. A little meme going on that Fly loses more Blademasters than Grunts in his games. We'll see if that is the case here today. He needs to get a high level Blademaster. Not necessarily for crit as we have learned. Maybe just for illusions as a target for the lightning shields. But yeah, it comes down to how well can he defend LawLiet's wisp flanks, and for that, maybe a Farseer would even be better.
Chain Lightning there can absolutely be a very big help. But first, I mean, we will see the Blademaster here. First, we have to focus on the creeping. The Keeper of the Grove can really take over the early game and the mid game like almost no other hero. If he gets to level 3 fast, if he gets that level 2 entangle quickly, suddenly he takes over the whole game. So it should be up to Fly to be aggressive and try to prevent Keeper leveling as much as possible. And we see Blademaster creeps nothing at all to start with, goes for a fast shop for 1 heal self and 1 speed scroll. Not more. No clarity, no second set of heal selves, and still a fairly fast tech and barracks. I think he had quite a few lumber peons there early, and perhaps a little lower in the gold by 1. But I like that play. Again, it's all about slowing down this Keeper. Don't give him level 3 too quickly.
Just dug up some stats, and not only was the last
Player's
map
forces are
that
under
Fly won against LawLiet, or match that Fly won against LawLiet, the WGTL, but the last series that any orc won against LawLiet was WGTL, so it's 3-month win streak against the Horde. That's pretty damn impressive. It seems like he knows exactly what to do, and even though the orcs challenge him with new timing sometimes, he just figured out a way on the map to fix that, and that is so impressive. The mind of LawLiet. I don't know. Are there any boundaries when it comes to this matchup?
It seems like he's absolutely figured it out. Still haven't seen a good answer against him yet. He has apparently all the answers. He was waiting until nighttime here, so it's harder for the Blademaster to find him. Blade now still with a 0 experience and a telestaff. Still looking for the Keeper, who's finally continuing to creep here at the green. And finally, Fly gives up chasing after this Keeper. He has to get some creeping done himself. And that should be Keeper level 2, unless he looks there with the Grunt. Oh wow, he will be looking there with the Grunt. That's pretty cool, but I think the Blademaster might be a little too late to do anything about that.
He's also pretty hurt, so yeah, I'm not too sure if he can attack into this. There is level 2 now, there is Entangle now, and with that, the Grunt is nothing but fodder. Trying to pop him out.
Oh, nice.
Goes
If we
this
can deny
around.
the Grunt, it's not that bad.
Still 200 gold. It's a lot of mana.
Didn't get the deny.
He did. He was at 2-2 before. Oh. Oh no, he was at 2. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1/5 of a level. Not bad. So smooth early game for LawLiet. As expected.
I think it's okay for Fly though as well. Keeper is still far away from level 3. Question is, can he creep that right now?
player's
Illusions for the
forces are under
Blademaster that he
attack.
found really good. He can continue to creep. Wait a minute, there's a blue dot. Tree of Life at the red camp.
Wow. Wow. That's something new.
Yeah.
I mean, expansions in this matchup are nothing new. But using it to creep one of the biggest spots on the map that is a lot harder to defend than the natural is a cheeky play.
It's also pretty risky though, right? If this gets scouted, Fly will of course play aggressively against it with Shaman and Shadow. And in that case, I don't think he can actually pull it off, but I mean, it's LawLiet. Perhaps he has a way to pull it off. He's getting more experience now. Keeper getting closer and closer to that level 3. Double Mantle and Ring, really good items for him. But he wants that level 3.
So much mana. Shadow Hunter out. And Shadowhunter, yeah, kind of cool with Serpent Wards, but Serpent Wards lose value in the late game when there's a switch to archers. And yeah, I see that happen pretty soon. How do you create this red? Is that enough? I mean, Treants, yeah. Alchemist will be there. Fly will never expect this.
But he must be beginning to wonder, where's all your resources going? He's got a sentry in the south, sees there's no expansion there, and he sees the army size. Something's not adding up. Night Elves in the past, especially LawLiet, used to also play expansion very late, muscle up to 50 first and then expand. But if you do that, then you should have a bigger army quicker. Ooh. The Blademaster gets the last hit steal, greatly done. Can get out of that entangle with a staff, or just with a windwalk, I guess. Hellstone.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, that's a great mid game here. Still time for the tree to build and time for LawLiet to accumulate some masses. Level 3 for the Keeper was denied for 7 minutes, or for 5 minutes, I guess, as the hero spawned at 2 minutes. But now it's there, and yeah, still didn't decide if it's Entangle or Treants yet.
A town is under siege.
Yeah,
Could
it might be
almost
a little
be
too late for Entangle. He knows there must be Shaman and plenty of Purge out at this point. Fly still hasn't seen this expo, though. In fact, I don't even see it on the minimap. Did it go back to the natural?
It's
A
so hard to
player's
see with
forces are
blue.
under attack.
Oh, wow. it
Yeah.
did. Ah.
Okay. Oh, the Alchemist, though, might be in trouble here against the backstab. More right clicks. This is not supposed to happen at all.
Oh.
Critical strike for 72, and that's the Alchemist dead.
That is a gift to Fly. That is so much momentum going the Orc's way. Yes, there's an expansion. He loses an archer as well.
What is happening?
And the Keeper is just doing nothing in the middle of the map. Now he comes back, and the rest of the army is like, yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks for helping out.
A Blademaster alone can be so powerful in the right hands. And it showed here. Okay. He saves the rest pretty much, uses more moon juice, which you kind of don't want. It is Treants too, by the way. And the Shadowhunter is moving over. Now the Serpent Wards are really powerful on level 2 with the big mana, with not too many archers here, even the speed scroll. Can Fly break this?
He very well might, and the thing is, he doesn't even have to. He's got a counter expansion coming up across the map. This is mostly distraction, but it's so strong already. So much staying power with this big mana potion. Only thing missing is level 4 on the Shadowhunter, but even without it, it's looking so scary. LawLiet in a lot of trouble. This game is looking rough for the Korean.
Absolutely. No TP, no speed scroll. What can he do? Maybe a hero focus, but with level 1 Entangled, that's not easy to do. Mass repair, Blademaster taking care of that sad repair. Wisps are coming in. As we said, the key to this matchup, but at this moment, is it really? If the Shadowhunter is out of mana, he can just pop the potion. Alchemist is back. Needs more repair as well. That's what the Wisps are good for now. Candlelight stabilize, focus fire on the blade. Fly! No! Potion! Stone! Oh my.
Hellstone used the item that he stole earlier, getting entangled right after though. Still in trouble! Shadowhunter is ready for the heal. There's not so much purge on these shaman anymore, so perhaps it's time for Fly to retreat. He lost barely anything himself, forced a lot of kills out of the opponent, or a lot of losses I should say, but now a lightning shield and the Blademaster into the back. But Entangle could be scary, but he's got the Purge Shaman already in position to get him out of it if needed. Beautiful play by Fly.
Fly is very well prepared and arrives here in tip-top shape as it seems. But the Archer numbers are rising. And with that, as I said, the value of Serpent Wards drastically lowering. But you can take care of Archers with Lightning Shield and Grunts. And once again, Fly is doing a magnificent job. Is he getting too greedy? Blademaster with one backstab retreats now. Wants to take care of this Alchemist. More and more damage. All the Grunts focusing on that Tree of Life. Mass repair. Oh, not all the Grunts. They take care of the repair as well. And that's gotta be it. Expo killed.
Wow. Crazy strong game by Fly. And guess what? This wasn't even an all-in. His expansion finishes now. Suddenly he's on 2 bases. He can fall back to the middle, get the heal scrolls. He's rich as Scrooge McDuck. Close to a perfect game by Fly. Incredible performance.
So far it is, but Don't count out LawLiet too easy. At the moment, all the arguments are in favor of Fly. Heroes, economy, supply, whatever. But it's still LawLiet. And tier 3 Night Elf is very powerful. But yeah, you need that expansion.
Did he go tier 3?
I don't know. No.
Oh, no, he's
wow.
tier 2 only. Yeah, he stayed tier 2 to pump out as much as he could of army to hold the expansion, but it didn't work. 4 heroes now. Big item here found by Fly is the Rune Bracers, which is okay.
Players' forces are under attack.
Makes the Blademaster very tanky, I guess. And I love this build. 1 into Windwalk, 2 into Crit, 1 into Mirror Image. So now he
Yeah.
can get out of Entangle as well.
Yeah. Pretty much the best build. You don't need much Windwalk if you're roaming with the entire army anyway. LawLiet is so hurt. Everything is so hurt. There's no way you can fight this. Equal supply is kind of not what you want as the Night Elf. Moonwells, limited, I guess. Okay. Blademaster goes into the back once again. Would love to see a mirror image there, but mana... He doesn't have too much, so I guess it's alright. So many grunts, dude. Holy. With a defense upgrade as well against the acid bomb. Good splits, good attention. Keeps LawLiet supply stuck at 42.
Interesting that he's so heavy on grunts, rather low on the shaman, right? He's always
Yeah.
got the purges that he needs, but he's not over making shaman, which are oftentimes then useless, whereas the grunts have so much beef and hard to deal with. Blademaster finding more kills. That's it. GG. 1-0 for Fly.
Judging from this match, you wouldn't think that the undefeated player is LawLiet. Wonderful game by Fly. Like, from the mid game on, this was perfect. The creep jacks, not too sure if this expansion position is the right thing to go for. Stealing the item, stealing the experience, delaying the keepers level 3. Well done, man.
Yep.
Well done.
It's a cute idea having the tree over at the red camp, but it takes so long to go over to your natural then. Can't you protect your tree anyways if it's in the normal spot? Does it have to be hidden?
You know, LawLiet sometimes wants to be a little flashy. Wants to be a little special. Wants to show the world what can be done. Backfired.
Northern Isles, though, I would say, all things considered, pretty good for Orc. Good to counter-expand, good to steal the heal scrolls. Pretty good to slow down the Keeper's creeping. Very, very strong game here by Fly. Our second game, Concealed Hill, will be quite different. We have the fountains here, of course, to keep in mind. But also Creep Route, very important. I think it might be a little easier here for LawLiet to run across the map with a couple of hunts, look for green camps, and make the Blademaster's life difficult. Use the staff. I think the staff was a really crucial moment. Fly got the staff, right, on Northern, and there's only one shop. LawLiet couldn't follow up with his own for a very long time. Maybe that's something you should look towards on map 2 to make sure he gets.
Okay. Whew, it's gonna be a different game. The next one, for sure. Question now is, how can LawLiet deal with that? The first lost map against Orc in 3 months. Not in 3 months. In, when was it? 1 month against Focus in the DreamHack finals there. Yeah, the Orcs show that it's doable somehow. Hard, really hard, but doable.
Yeah. I think that's the proper way to describe this matchup. Lin versus Moon games have been going almost all to Moon, but it was close, man. It was really close. Lin, for example, with his tier 3 style, very focused on that, was able to make it very close games, but 1 or 2 mistakes, and then that tips the scales. Fly, I'm not sure that I saw a mistake in the first map. I guess not getting the grunt deny, a slight error, but other than that, just a beautiful, beautiful game by the Orc from China. You know, at the beginning of this year, he looked really good. Then he seemed to have a bit of a dip again. But recently, Fly has once again been stepping it up, looking strong.
Indeed. And he didn't lose his Blademaster. That's always something to point out. It was close, but he had the stone, used it in time. All well calculated. So, Concealed Hill, match points for Fly. Time to equalize this for LawLiet. What kind of game will this be?
I imagine it should be a different opening build / opening creep route. We saw Fly being very aggressive early on, running across right away with Speed Scroll and Heals Elf. 0 creeping. But on this map, you can snipe the claws really easily, back up, heal up a little bit. But I hope Fly doesn't go too passive. It is still crucially important to slow down this keeper. Make sure he doesn't get level 3 too easy. And as I mentioned, once we have a couple of hunts coming out and the Night Elf spreads himself out across the map, across multiple green camps, it's going to be very hard for the Blademaster to stick on target and ensure the keeper doesn't get too much experience.
Alrighty. We have seen Fly here with a very aggressive Blademaster as well, once again with the staff and also illusions, trying to pressure the Night Elf expansion very early on. I think like an opportunity like the Alchemist kill in map 1 will not present itself for the rest of the series. That was a gift that shouldn't happen. It was due to the fact that the tree wasn't in position to creep, so the Alchemist had to creep, and then the Blademaster was like, okay, yeah, well, if you're down to 20%, I'm just gonna crit you out of this game. LawLiet will have learned from this mistake, and then we have a stronger Night Elf hero combo.
I certainly believe so as well.
Like,
Starts off
when
with
do
the
we
claws.
ever see an Alchemist die?
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, shouldn't really happen, right?
It never happens.
With heal spray, with staffs. Normally you have 1 or 2 rings for him. But now the rings go to the Blademaster. No damage boost for him to start things off with. In the late game, with mirror image and when he's a frontline tank, that ring can help. But in the early, not exactly what you were dreaming of. Fly is creeping quite a bit over here. He's going for the merchant as well. With the windwalk trick, you can prevent the high priest from triggering his spells, which does help. That's a lot of free time going to the keeper, who's already 2.2.
Okay. Illusions will help to creep more. Fly. Fly.
A player's forces
Calculated.
I guess.
Okay. Keeper creeping up, creeping up, creeping up. Tech, no expansion yet, and with that, Fly has pretty much nothing to do at the northern side of the map. He checked it with a blade. Couldn't you use an illusion for that? I wanted to creep, I guess.
Yeah, I think he wanted to look for a tree right there, because he must know he would be way too late to look for the
player's
green.
forces
Yeah,
are
obviously.
under
Yeah, there's no question about that.
Sees the Night Elf now. But this keeper experience bar is looking mighty scary. 1 more camp and he's level 3. We have the staff again for the blade. Love this. Gets the staff, takes it away for the keeper. He can't staff across the map right now and go for creeping there, but he can go for an AP. And map 1, Fly scouted very well, but this time he's forgetting to scout there.
Yeah. He's too focused on the Night Elf expansion, on the Night Elf side of things. And that's exactly what this AP is for. Buy time. Force the orc back so you have some time to establish a building. Is there an expansion coming? I think he sees the wisp and kills it. Oh, not sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
That should be keeper 3 right here, right? Oh, depends on the last hits. Blademaster needs to steal some last hits here. If he gets 1 level 2 guy, I think it's enough. Oh, that was crucially important.
Wow. Fly again with great timings. 2.8 now. Is it all down to this Murloc?
If LawLiet gets it, it's not quite enough. It's only level 2 guy.
A
So
player's
Fly can afford to
forces
give it
are
up.
under attack.
Baby, give it up. Give it up. Baby, give it up. Na 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 na.
Indeed. Oh, Hunter's gonna wake up the creeps here. Prevent the heal. Oh, but the Hunter also goes down for it. Was
Dude,
that worth it?
Before the cast, you said it's time to farm some Warcraft 3.info gold. Are you worried now?
I put gold on Fly, dude. Not because I think he's
Oh!
gonna.
A player's
Not because I think he's gonna win,
forces
but because just it was too juicy of a ratio.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, the AP is here now, though. So Fly has to take care of it. That's a little pressure on him, finally.
So what's the hex? The build, I mean, a hex it is. Going for the hero right away. There is 1 speed scroll he could pop, but the alchemist is here. Perhaps he should have gone into heal spray first, but it's acid bomb instead. Going for the Shadowhunter on the return. He's got a speed scroll though, and the next head is going to be ready. Has to TP out. That is the pressure. Taken care of.
Yeah.
AP down.
This didn't buy enough time. I think Expo is coming up, but Fly didn't lose anything, I think, except health and maybe the build as he went into Hex first now.
Yeah, the Tree of Life is 50%, so 1 more minute until that is done. 1 more minute until the Entangled is done, plus walking over and creeping. So that's at least 3 minutes until this tree is really mining. Does have Nature's Blessing coming, which helps. Okay, good early for Fly, I'd say. But now he needs to make sure he gets the transition as well
Players'
to the later
forces are
stages.
under attack.
Oh, that's something that's not supposed to happen. Poison Ivy and Staff out though. Needs a lot of items and gold to get everything back to 100%. So it's not like Fly is not investing anything. So more items. TP's completely gone. Speed scroll for the orc.
It's a little scary for LawLiet, right? No TP, no inroll. That's Shadowhunter with Hex. Careful
probably
play
know.
by Fly, not overextending. But also nice steals by LawLiet.
Yep, got that one. Gets this one as well. Little tree donations from LawLiet to Fly. Getting close to this expo.
I think LawLiet is playing this very well. He knows he has to wait for his expansion here. He's a little bit stronger right now, so he's contesting the camps, preventing some experience on the Shadow. But he will have to fall back to his expansion. And that is going to be a lot of space for this Shadowhunter to possibly solo creep the natural.
The expansion in Game 1 was never really established. Neither were the second engine of war, or was the second engine of war. So the Knight of Mass is what makes this matchup so hard for Orc. And that was never happening. So this game already is looking better for LawLiet.
Yep, I can agree with that. Hopefully this time he doesn't lose the Alchemist at the creeps, but
I think that's over now. With Nature's Blessing, tanking this, leveling him. Then we're gonna have Heal Spray as well. Talisman of Evasion. What a wonderful item.
Blademaster shows up seemingly a little bit too late. Can you do something here? Oh, it's preventing the root. That's pretty cute, but only if he pays
Town is under
attention.
siege.
Okay. No, he doesn't.
Can cancel the Entangle
A
once or
player's
twice,
forces
maybe?
are under attack.
Also drains some mana out of the Keeper. That is making a bit of a difference. And again, makes use of that staff. Wait, is it off cooldown actually on the blade? I'm not sure.
Not sure either. Also invisible. He's fine. He's totally fine. But the Alchemist rises up to very close to 3, and that's dangerous.
You
What?
think the red camp? Are
Without
you sure
pulling
about
him
this?
out? Oh, Entangle! Fly! Fly!
It does? I guess not. Oh, that was close. Ooh, scary moment. So, Shadowhunter build though. No heal wave.
Yeah. That's a liability for sure. I mean, you do have fountains here. If you're
Oh yeah, true.
playing it well, you can move the herd, give this to the fountain, heal up. But it's no instant heal.
A
Is that a
player's
ring plus
forces are
4 that
under
he
attack.
found? Yeah, okay. Could be a lot of armor on this Blademaster, which is not bad.
Bit of cunning as well, not too bad. It's not like, okay, yeah, it's pretty bad. If only we had Crown of Kings there, right?
If only, bro. Dude, but look at this. Night Elf expansion finishes, and the Orc expansion is like 75%.
Yeah. Is LawLiet in a position to move over? I don't think so, because Fly is distracting. Really well done. His timings in this match are exceptional. Staff fake, hee works.
I was really worried that he's gonna pull through with it because he would have gotten extra.
Yeah,
away.
he would have been so dead.
But it was just a cheeky little play. But it's also just a cheeky little play here by Fly. He doesn't really want to end the game right here, but he's gonna take some kills if he can. Hell yeah! Blademaster with Lightning Shield into the back. The archers have to run. And this isn't looking so easy for LawLiet. He has level 3
Town
Alchemist,
is under siege.
but his keeper has no mana.
The mass is not there yet. And tier 3 isn't there yet either. Where are the wisps? That is the question. LawLiet doesn't like tier 3 so much. Tier 2 mass seems to be okay because usually he is using like thousands of gold for wisps. Don't see that here. Is it enough?
This is looking better and better for Fly, isn't it?
I think so too,
Fly.
man.
Fly.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. He's almost getting another archer. But the heal spray now. Everything back to green.
I am so impressed with Fly. He is making this matchup
Players'
not look
forces are under
easy,
attack.
but making it look absolutely doable.
So far. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Still 50 supply only. Expo is up. He's moving the peons over from the main, so you don't have to reproduce them at the expansion. That's good.
Still no upkeep for Fly. That looks pretty greedy. 800 gold.
Yeah, you
For the orc.
need defense upgrades against level... Oh, it's level 2 heal spray. Okay, that would be nice to have.
Still banking. Fly. All the patience.
There we go. Maybe learned that from X-Lord in his game with WGL. When X-Lord was banking while under attack. Madman.
Gotta make that money.
Gotta make that money. Can't pay any taxes. Gotta get it all.
I wonder if retraining on the Shadowhunter might be a good idea. Oh, Fly getting caught here a little. Acid Bomb connects. Hurts.
Really well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blademaster.
Has an involt. No staff anymore. But walks it off. And this is LawLiet bringing in the wisp. And this is LawLiet at 66 supply. Fly, did you react a little too late?
Interesting that Fly is trying to slow down the push outside of his base, right? He's not like many other orcs just falling back into his main and sitting next to his shop so that LawLiet can perfectly set up. No, Fly pushes first out a little bit, tries to buy some time for himself. Smart play as well.
Kodo Beast. Okay. Let's see how much that does. He gets
wisps.
one wisp, two wisps, splits are great. Only 2 detonates, 50% detonate great, not too great.
Yeah, and as you said, the splits were there as well, so not all of the shaman hurt. And also, the Shadowhunter wasn't hit at all. One grunt gonna go down. Now the archers have the high ground to make use of. Blademaster gonna focus as well. Needs to be careful, but he has potions. Invul first, heal pot still available. Close to level 3. Then he can go into Mirror Image, which I think he definitely should do with this build.
Yeah. He might be dead afterwards, so needs the potion, gets the potion, still no... That's the last bit of healing. He has one healed scroll. That's not too much. Fly is losing a little bit of the front line, but he's still pretty much neck and neck in supply. And these Serpent Wards, now they have value. Use the Hex to prevent the healing. Blademaster in trouble. City! Finds the exit, though.
Thank goodness for those rings. He went crit level 2
Yeah.
with plus 7 armor. I'm not so sure about that one.
Yeah.
But okay. We're dead even in supply. That should be alright for the orc. 1 upgrades for him.
A
2
player's
upgrades
forces
for
are under
LawLiet.
attack.
And mana here also very important. LawLiet can creep now away the lab from the opponent. That's very nice. Would love a big mana potion here again.
Does LawLiet know that there's an expansion? He must by now, right? He saw the 60 supply.
He gets it.
This good.
And suddenly he has staying power again. Without that, he would have had to retreat, but now there's the option for LawLiet to push in further. Raiders.
And snare lockdown, good again. If you have confidence in your timings, you can prevent a lot of healing
Under attack.
with ensnare against alchemist.
Yeah. On the way back, of course, you can also force pickoffs. But killing 1 or 2 archers, the thing is, you know, that's like 10 more left. We'll see how it goes.
Grunts find the connection to archers once again. Damage is great though. 2/2 upgrades. Don't think he's still going tier 3. Where are the wisps this time? How much? Okay, 1 only. That can never be enough. Blademaster In focus fire once again. That's the Invo potion popped. How long can he stay? Hex against the Alchemist. Constant disable. Now he's going for the Keeper though. Blocked by the Hunters. Here comes another Hex. He can't get out. Is there a crit? Then he's dead. No luck here. But the Alchemist, I mentioned it before, how likely is it that he dies? And he does. He takes him out. And shop control as well. We are close to a super upset. LawLiet trailing hard. And the Raiders, man, they prove to be useful. Triple kill.
Wow. Blademaster level 4, Shadowhunter almost level 5, and then he can go into Heal Wave 2. That's going to be also really good then. Fly with an insanely strong play here today. About to upset the DreamHack champion.
What is happening? That was... Like, LawLiet was ready, wasn't he? Not the 80 supply or something, but... Wow. Fly always positions in a way that detonating wisps is real hard, and LawLiet not finding another way around the army, flanking from the left-hand side or something.
A town is under siege.
This is what was key to victory at DreamHack.
Oh, that run by though. Can he kill the expansion with that?
Auto prepare. Fly is not really close. Speed scroll? No, counterattack.
Gives up the expo. Oh no. Is that how Fly loses this game?
Well,
Giving up the expansion.
He can prevent the Alchemist here. He can prevent tier 3, right?
Possibly.
That's a lot of damage, man.
The town is under siege.
There's no TP on Fly's side, remember?
There's no... Okay, there's a TP on LawLiet. Here comes the repair. Needs disable against it. Needs to ensnare. Needs to kill it. Base race continues.
Lightning shield. Wear the lightning shield against the wisps.
Oh, that would be awesome. He's low on mana.
Ooh, okay, Borrow's going down in the main. Oh boy. We're down to a base race here, it seems. But when the tree is gone, perhaps Fly's going to TP back. He has the TP now in the Shadowhunt.
He's willing to hold this. Can't lose the stronghold. One base down. That was necessary to make it one base. And that's the TP. Is he willing to go in aggressively? Yeah, kind of. Weird position here. We got a couple of Witch Doctors here. How good is the front line? How long will these Hunters hold?
Shadowhunter level 5. That's very good now for the heal wave. Skills it immediately. Some guns going down, but LawLiet forced to TP out. Keeps a lot of these hunts alive. Loses only one on the way out, an archer as well. Okay, and the dust finally settles.
10 supply lead for the Orc. One base. It's only a Tree of Life. Kind of easy to kick. Still dealing with the treants over here. How many peons still alive? A couple. Okay. But yeah, level 5. Shadowhunter is a big deal.
Absolutely. The hero's so strong.
We got 2
52
upgrades.
supply. I wonder if he should kill one of his shaman, maybe?
A town is under siege.
Get back into no upkeep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or just try to end the game now.
Oh, beautiful sentry ward. Beautiful sentry by the Witch Doctor on the right-hand side of the map. Sees the next run-by coming. And there's already a TP on Fly to get back home if he needs. Did he repair his stronghold is the question.
I
The
guess
Raiders
so.
so good now in this situation.
What else is there to do, right? He can't build an army, so why not repair? This is way too much damage. LawLiet, no income, 48 supply.
A town is under siege.
Did he throw down another tree in the main? Is the question.
Not TPing yet. Okay, there we go. And LawLiet again has to run. He lost his last bit of income.
A player's forces
Yep,
are under attack.
didn't rebuild it. Has no gold, needs to sell items.
How smart also was that by Fly? He loses the borrows, he's super supply stuck, but he doesn't remake them. He knows he basically won't lose army anyways. What he needs is a TP to be able to get back. Brilliant.
Is there a way to win this game for LawLiet? Must be hero focus, right? But it's so hard now. 2 rings on the blade, Invo Potion. Heal Wave is available thanks to this wonderful build.
Blademaster takes a bit of damage here, but he's got the staff still. And how
Fine.
good was this staff this game?
Yeah, not only getting it, but also stealing it.
Yes. Great plays by Flyman. Looks like he's winning this game, but looks can be deceiving. This is not over yet, guys, because the main for Fly is going to run out as well. He doesn't have the lumber, especially to expand again. This could get really weird here soon.
Okay. I mean, there is a Warmill. Lumber income should be
A
there.
player's forces are under attack.
Who's... Oh, okay. Who's fighting now? Fly's fighting now. 10 supply lead. Hero levels are amazing. But LawLiet is bringing in the Wisps, and a lot of them. Mirror Image to help a bit. Dispel's coming. He needs to connect to the Shadow Hunter and to the Shaman. And I guess this time it's working. Oh. That hero, that Alchemist, critical strike for 216. Invul Potion.
Doesn't have a staff, though, to get out. I guess a Tele Staff he does have, but no preservation. This Alchemist is going to be dying in a second. Hex, right-clicks. That is the second hero dead. And dead forever, I suppose. Shaman out of mana, but what does it matter when the Keeper doesn't have mana himself anymore? LawLiet down to 24 supply only. Fly looking to close out this game, finding more and more kills. He is about to 2-0 LawLiet.
Unbelievable. Blademaster's going to town and still 46 supply, 47. GG! The streak is over 3 months without losing a series. 2 Orc was LawLiet, but Fly comes in prepared, and what a performance.
Ka-ching! Ka-ching! 29.62 Warcraft 3 info coins. Thank you guys very much. Fly showing up today. He shows us why he was able to beat Moon earlier this year. And that must be a great feeling as well. After losing so many maps in a row, 7 maps in a row to LawLiet, with seemingly no chance, he shows up today with, I would say, close to a perfect performance, man.
Yeah.
That was amazing play. Amazing play. Those are the sorts of games that I'm sure many orcs out there will download the replays of and dissect in their entirety, trying to figure out everything. Fly did so many things right. From the early game, preventing creeping, mid-game transitions, counter expansions, distraction pushes, skill builds, heal scrolls, army control, of course. Amazing play. Amazing play by Fly. Super fun to see.
Yeah, puts a lot of pressure on with that staff, is roaming around with the Blademasters, not losing the Blademaster. And then high-level Orc heroes are really powerful. With this, I don't want to say new build, but unusual build, to not stubbornly push the Serpent wards, but realizing, okay, that Hex thing helped me defend, and it's really good for hero focus as well, but I need healing. I need healing at some point. And maybe that's the future. Maybe these skill builds are the future.
Yeah, it sounds weird, but if you get to level 5, that's probably the best one. Hex, Serpent, heal. If you get to 6, by the way, it's amazing. You still have the Hex, you have the double Serpent wards, and you have the level 3 heal wave. That is, of course, far down the line where it really becomes strong on the Shadow. But if you're as good as Fly, you can count on the fact that you're staying alive in the mid game, that you're counter expanding successfully, getting more and more kills with purges, taking out hunts, and for once, not being completely overwhelmed by the Night Elf mass.
The magic of WCG. Everything can happen here at the World Cyber Games. Moon losing to 1-0 was already an upset, and now this is probably the biggest upset in the entire group stage so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Fly coming in today, swinging, looking really good. We're going to have one more map here that will be played out. Fly is already known as the winner, but the third map that we'll see could lead to a 2-1 or 3-0 score in the end that will be relevant later for the points. And that map is Last Refuge, which out of all the maps that we've seen so far, is probably the one that is toughest for the Keeper, especially in the early game. This could actually become a 3-0 for Fly, dude. How insane is that?
What a disaster for Korea this would be. Michael, not showing up is the wrong word, but not showing up in shape, getting 3-0'd by Colorful, and now this. Phenomenal day for China.
Absolutely. The motherland comes in strong. Still very impressed with Fly. Was LawLiet too focused on his tier 2 pushes? Should he have just accepted that the orc counter expansion is happening and go tier 3 maybe? We didn't see that at all.
That's the big difference in philosophy between Moon and LawLiet in this matchup. Moon thinks you need tier 3, LawLiet thinks all you need is 250 million wisps, and he was super successful with it. So there were not that many wisps in this entire game, or in this entire series even, as Fly is very grunt heavy all the time, very hero focused. It's not the lightning shield and the purges that decide this game, really.
Yeah, it was the grunts really early, right? Taking control. And then the raiders later very smart as the heroes start to take over. Then we have a few more shaman. Just beautiful execution all around. So hard to do that all properly with the right invulns, with the right heal scrolls, clarities, heal selves. But Fly, man. Looking stronger and stronger again.
Looking super strong. And we go into map number 3. Will it be 6-0 for China? And Fly taking the lead in Group D, or will LawLiet at least grab one map? We're gonna be here, by the way, from Monday to Wednesday at noon every single week until the end of, I think, October or something. Tomorrow we get 1-0 versus Chimiko and Infi versus Soin.
That's also some hot games, dude. Fitting our weather in Germany, where summer is suddenly back. Today it's 33 degrees, dude. I can't even believe it. So, what will we see here? Out of the two, Blademaster, Keeper, right? That's what we're expecting. But there is a special strat as well that orcs have been playing quite successfully on specifically this map. Farseer Headhunters. A lot of players have been doing that, but I guess Fly isn't one of them. He hasn't become a fan of the trolls yet.
Nope. I mean, in China in general, there's not much hype about Headhunters, right? Also in the matchup versus Undead, they refused to play that for a long time. Or still do. While in Europe, it's all the rage.
I was here in this crazy game, Lin versus Moon, where we saw how strong Farseer TC into expansion and Torrents can be. But that is not going to be Fly's style. He has his own tier 2 centric grunt shaman and just live or die by your execution. And it has been absolutely live and amazing execution here so far. And as I said, this map can be quite the headache for Night Elf early. Keeper's going to come out in a moment. He's going to get the first bit of experience here under his belt from this camp, which is like 142 or something. So he's not quite level 2 yet. And on this map, much more than on many others, it's so hard to just find that level 2 only. Blademaster will be aggressive right away, no creeping at all, doesn't even have to go for heal selves, just circle it and go. And it's gonna be up to LawLiet to come up with an imaginative creep route to somehow get to level 2, and to somehow in a distant dream get to level 3. But surprisingly, wait a minute, Fly is actually creeping and is giving the Keeper a free level up?
Are under attack.
Is that the best play?
We'll see how it plays out. I think he changed his mind halfway through, but he's too late for the Yoga Magi if things don't go really weird. And he gets all the low damage rolls. Nope, there it is. Ring for him. Blademaster sees, okay, nothing left to do here anymore. Let's leave and get the second Shadow Priest.
Okay, it's also valuable. I shouldn't say it like, you know, it's a
player's
complete
forces
disaster
are under
creeping
attack.
these two Shadow Priests. No, it's nice consumable items. The replenishment will help him, and both illusions and sentries are great for scouting here. Lightning Shield, perhaps the one that he can't do much with. It is Sentry Wards. And that's gonna tell him perfectly when this expansion will be coming down, because it certainly should be coming down.
Yeah, always the question, when? After the tag, during the tag. But yeah, his timings, like Fly seems to know LawLiet's timings by heart now. On the two maps that was kind of visible. But LawLiet finds a nice way around it. It goes to the upper left and creeps the Magi there as well.
Yeah, this is a great creep. This is normally the camp that orcs want to use on their Shadow Hunter to solo creep him. That's the best camp to go for. You can get a good item, good experience, almost level 2. Last hit should go to the blade. Oh, doesn't quite get it. It was hard to time perfectly. The damage interval wasn't quite easy to go for there. And Lawliat, surprisingly, finds a lot of experience on LR.
A
Which is
player's
normally very
forces
tough.
are under
Yeah.
attack.
And he takes that away from the Shadowhunter second. Upgrading already. Teching, but not expanding yet. Interesting to upgrade that early.
Yeah, that's a style that Lawliat used to play like maybe half a year ago. If it's the one where he goes up to upgrades, hunts, alchemist, lots of creeping in the mid game, maybe even a heal scroll, and expand only very late, like with 45 or maybe 50 supply, and try to make your army as strong as you can early.
So it feels like he realized that the high-level orc heroes were a big problem, and focuses a lot on taking camps away on Lawliat's side.
Yeah, he's gonna get level 3 here. He's gonna be level 3 versus level 1 in a second. I think Fly didn't go for the right opening here. Oh, this is dangerous, dude. Oh, so far he kept his Blademaster alive, but he's really testing his luck right now.
There's
But he gets the steal! Gets the level up!
Must be mirror image. Can he get out? No, it's crit and he dies on level 2. So in the end, the steal wasn't even that good. Because now the altar is occupied. Needs to wait for the Blademaster. Can't roam around. Can't buy time for the Shadowhunter. There's not much to creep on the left-hand side anyway.
If he had gone for mirror image, that would have been so cool! That could have saved him, but no. Maybe a bit of muscle memory. Just going into crit right away. And boy oh boy, is that suddenly the mid-game swinging in the Night Elf's favor.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like a clean sweep today, here in the second match. Wind of Mana stealing again. The Alchemist losing a lot of HP while creeping, but if there's no Blademaster, why not?
Yeah, I like the Peon Scout here, looking for the Night Elf approach. Shadowhunter still gets a bit of creeping done. To be fair, Orc inventory is looking really good. Circlets, slippers, claws, but experience. Experience is the big problem. Oh my god, he's so far down. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Level 2 versus level 3 and level 1 versus level 2. But Lawliat doesn't have an expansion yet. If Fly can follow up with his own leveling, maybe he can recover from this battle.
Everything is possible on a big map when the Blademaster with crit is involved. We all know that. Needs to creep, need to find levels. And not lose any army.
Oh, the Keeper, is he even gonna go to harass up here? It's a little scary against double purge. Wait a minute, is that the TP first? Oh, who got the last hit? Shadow got it, right?
Yeah.
He did.
A player's
One of the wind.
Oh, against heal spray, that's so good.
Keeper. There's another Windwalk. Here we go. Moves away from it though. Okay.
With level 1 Windwalk, it's really hard to get in front. It's only a bit of a speed boost. Okay, Keeper gets away. Alchemist keeps on creeping. That's
Alchemist is finding
level 3.
big levels, exactly.
Mana Stone!
It's a lot of mana and also a lot of safety. 3 big consumables for LawLiet. It won't change the series obviously, but it must feel good. So like, okay, I still got it.
Yeah.
So far at least.
Hard to imagine that the Fly of map 3 is the Fly of the first 2 maps. It looks so different. Just one mistake. Oh, I guess 2 mistakes. The first, probably going for too passive of a creep route. And then losing the Blademaster, of course, but it's Fly after all. Maybe for the fans.
Maybe indeed. He's very, very beloved. One of the most popular streams in all of China.
Good heads up play by Lawliat. He knows Fly might be trying to sneak the Ogre Lord. Of course, Lawliat has a strong army right now. But still a nice surround here by Fly. Last hit. I didn't see who he went to. I think to the Orc. Legion
Lionhorn.
Doomhorn, which is great.
Pretty good. Shadowhunter almost surrounded. Also pretty good. Now level 3, but the blade! Hoo-hoo, Invul Potion. Super close. Lawliat smelling blood in the water here with a 10 supply lead.
Blademaster. Heal scroll. Heal wave. Speed scroll. Purge.
Still
Ooh,
chasing.
he's just barely getting out of this.
But so many losses. The shaman are suffering. The grunts are suffering.
Forces are under attack.
Ay, 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 ay. LawLiet playing one base, by the way. No expansion, right? Or is he waddling over? I haven't seen it yet, I think.
Yeah, true. Just playing one base. Little DC style. Oh, Wand of the Wind though could threaten a surround.
He gets it.
That is a surround.
Okay, wants a TP. There's heal spray and a lot of heal spray.
Does have to TP though.
Did he
Okay.
kill the shop? Oh, killing the shop is good. There's one heal cell, but no clarity.
Fly holds on though. He got a big item. He's almost level 3 blade. He is level 3 shadow. Could go for the Merc Camp creep now. Wait a minute. Is Fly expanding already?
Yeah, for quite some time.
Players' forces are
He
under
was already expanding when they were fighting on the right-hand side.
Ooh, I guess he must be just assuming that there's Knight of second base. But there isn't.
I saw a blue dot moving over for LawLiet during the fight. I thought maybe it's an expansion, but it's absolutely not. It's just one base.
So be for the shadow. Hallelujah.
Dude,
Almost
I
level 4.
feel this game is turning around,
under
man.
attack.
Now the expo, it's so late.
Okay. Fly close to 2 level ups. 2 impactful ones as well.
LawLiet is already at 4-4. That's not too shabby either. No hex this time. A lot less focused on heroes. A lot more on units.
What's the item here for the blade? Ring. Not bad.
A town is under siege.
And now the 2-pronged attack. Main force into the Orc main base and then Treants at the expansion against which there's no defense, I believe. Smart play by LawLiet.
Okay. Here's Lightning Shield though. It's a strong Blademaster with claws and slippers. Plus 11 damage. Not bad, especially against archers with 140 critical strike.
Holding on to the info as long as he can.
Almost dead.
Getting more kills though. That's Shadow level
Yeah.
4. That is level 2 heal wave now.
Does he have
For
mana?
which it's pretty close, but he's got the Sobi.
There is an attack on the left-hand side of the expansion as well, so it's not that
A player's
LawLiet is not
forces
doing
are
any
under
damage.
attack.
Weird position now for Fly. How does he keep his Expo safe and his main at the same time? Has a sizable army though.
Purge. Oh, trying to go for the Alchemist once again. He's so tanky though. And has an invo. Decides to go for the town. Pull damage is done.
Oh, keeper!
Crit! No.
That could have ended worse.
Way worse. With a hero kill eventually.
That would have been so much experience also. Would have gotten the Blademaster pretty close to 4, I guess.
And there would be no way to hold, right? Against this now. Like, no way.
Yeah, I think so. But Fly, he lost his burrows. He can't reproduce. There's no peons at the expansion active. Fly, it looks like he feels he has to push right here.
Yeah, I mean, why not? There's no... Okay, there is a TP again. But there's no repair. Didn't mine. And then... Oh, Fly has no TP.
But
And no speed
Expo
scro-
trade, I think, is okay for the Orc, right?
Probably. So we have a base raise again.
Yeah, I think so. Fly should probably get a TP with a blade in case he needs it. Does he have pillage is the question. Looking at the resources... Nope.
Killing production buildings is also amazing. Oh, LawLiet brought so many wisps.
Yeah.
So
is
many
under
wisps. He was so sure that Fly would be willing to hold it. But no.
Also 2-2 upgrades against 0-0 upgrades. These runs are gonna have a rough time.
LawLiet has no production anymore. He needs to smash this fight.
Pillage is done now, by the way. He's making a bit of extra bank.
Whisper coming forward. But they can't really connect. The grunts are blocking too much surface area. And if they move forward, there's a snake pit.
Into the snake pit they go. Hunters will feel that damage quite quickly. They do have 2 armor upgrades, which helps. I think Fly is just trying to take out as many buildings as he can and then TP out once he is forced to.
Yeah, his base is super healthy. Like, why not? He can produce. Would love to see him be able to break upkeep. There's an invul. Never forgetting about that invul. TP's on the Shadow Hunter. That is a save. And man, the base is an absolute
Players'
shambles.
forces are under attack.
Interesting game, dude. Both playing very tactical around bases.
If Fly would be able to break upkeep now and push once more, do you think he would win?
I don't know, it's still strong. Night Elf army in a real straight up fight where it's units against units. These upgrades will go a long way. Fly still being at 0-0. Could be another big aura over here as well for LawLiet. Going for the Overlord. What's he gonna get? What of cunning. Alright, never mind.
Armor and mana for
player's
the Alchemist,
forces are
I
under attack.
guess. Alright, we have another fight. Shaman do have mana, but very limited. Full mana on the Shadow Hunter and a mana potion. He can heal wave and Serpent Ward until the end of days if there's no big detonate.
I love the 2 grunts split off to the side to force the archers away over there. And lots of grunts still up and left on the other position. LawLiet has to fall further back, still holding on to that Mana Stone. No, wait, it's been consumed. Mana Stone is gone.
Oh, there's very, very limited spells on LawLiet's side. Surround on the Alchemist, maybe. Repositions. 1 grunt about to die. But the damage is done. Purge again. Can't move away. Acid Bomb. Does it help? Invul Potion once again to save him. Blademaster, though. Another Invul Potion. Man, how many Invul Potions have been consumed this game?
Yeah, the one Blademaster lost in the early was a classic Fly, but beyond that, really good saves. Perfect invuls at all times. Getting another kill. Dead even in supply. Okay, wait, actually that puts Fly slightly ahead. Gets shop control now. These archers, brave young warriors, take out 1 grunt.
I don't know if LawLiet ever rebuilt the Engines of Wars he lost.
Oh yeah, true, he may not have.
I don't think so. Oh, 1. Oy, 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 oy. Last stand, I guess.
Blademaster going deep, he has the mirror image now. Doesn't have an invul though, this is still scary.
Yeah, this could be a Fly overcommitment for sure.
Very good position here for LawLiet. Would probably be unwise for Fly to push into this one.
That's the TP gone as well. Okay, where do we go from here? No one has an expansion. Well, it's not massing
Players' forces
anymore.
are under attack.
No tier 3 at all by Fly. Interesting also, right? That used to be really fashionable for a long time. For the tiny Great Hall, for the rah-rah-rah. Maybe for an Orb of Venom. Orb of Lightning, of course, I mean. But no, it's just tier 2 massing.
Yeah, no one really thinks he has the time for the tier 3 tech. That's the thing, I guess. Fly can always work a little with run-bys. Oh, he's expanding again.
A player's
Very good.
forces
Is that
are under
triple heat
attack.
scroll? Oh no, double heat scroll. And invul. Blademaster's inventory looking really good. Alchemist about to be level 5.
Fly should definitely go for at least 1 defense upgrade. He has nothing. He has not a
Yes.
single upgrade.
Yes, I agree. And he easily has the resources as well. Sitting at 50, seems like this is the perfect time to do it.
Yes, Remo agrees with me. I did something good.
Fly's pushing in without. Again, this looks like a good position for the Night Elf. Archers in the back seem to be protected. Blademaster with the Lightning Shield, putting some damage onto them. Mirror Image gets him out of the first entangle. Still pretty hurt though. We have the Wand of the Win against the Alchemist as well. No heat spray there anymore. Shadow Hunter going in deep. Huntresses getting taken out. Archers trying to make it back to the safety of the base behind the wall. But that means they're not shooting. So little damage right now for LawLiet.
Okay, the Engine of War is helping. Lightning Shield, wonderfully used. Problem is, Shadowhunter is kind of out of mana as well. He kills the production once again. With that, he can get an advantage. This is just a distraction as he's building the expansion, and LawLiet is not. Death by 1,000 cuts, I think.
Fly getting ahead further and further, and this game I might even be more impressed than the other ones. The other two games were pretty much perfect, but this game he fell behind, far behind, with a Blademaster loss, a fast level 3 keeper, but then he still fights his way back. Perhaps LawLiet a little slow in this game to expand.
Yeah, he fell so far behind that we thought it's just a little fan service that he's doing here. Like, okay. Now the tier 3 tech.
With that do come a lot of upgrades. Oh, does he have the time to cancel? It's very close for this Great Hall. I think he should be able
Yeah,
to.
Fly has to cancel. Only 800 gold.
Players' forces are under attack.
But LawLiet just started the tech. He can't move over to the normal gold mine, to the next gold mine while teching.
That's one grunt for free. Live this. Thank you.
Still orc
Once he
supply
has-
lead.
Once he has marksmanship, these grunts, they're gonna melt.
Ah, I thought, what about these grunts, streamer? Tell us. Yeah, armor upgrades, man. Would increase the value of the grunts by so much.
A player's forces are
And he
under
has so
attack.
much gold. Does he even have the war mill, I wonder?
Oh, true. He may not. He's also been skipping reinforced defenses a ton.
No raiders, no Kodos this time. Blademaster plus 17 now.
Shiloh just hit level 5. That is, of course, a great level up. So much gold for Fly. Waiting for a rainy day. Rainy day fund, I guess.
You got pillage, right? Yeah. No? We'll see. No? Oh, he's taking out
He
units
was in a
again.
very scary spot there, but he got staffed out.
And once again,
However,
like
one-
no wisps.
True.
A
Double
player's
staff
forces
gets
are
him out
under
of
attack.
danger. And these archer standing in the back of the base, they're good. But moving them out on the map for a fight.
And Fly is trying to expand again
dangerous.
because of that.
Oh, he doesn't have Nature's Blessing.
Okay, but tier 3 is done. For some reason, LawLiet is not supply stuck.
Did a good job remaking those movements, I guess. Shadowhunter creeps at the remainder of the red camp. No experience here, but I guess gold?
I like gold.
Don't we all? Wait, where did that sentry work? Does he have Witch Doctor? Ah, he does. One
Yeah.
Witch Doctor.
Classic
Okay,
Fly. Loves to have some vision. Sees this coming. So what's the reaction? Speed scroll across? Or do something else?
Blade about to hit 5, by the way. It's gonna be some juicy criticals. Wait, can you still cancel this? I think it's still too late. And that's level 5 with that purge.
Crit level 3. Let it rain the red numbers. It's gonna be nasty now. Yeah, have fun dealing with that. Archers 220 crit. Acid Bomb, he needs to take care of this Blademaster, but how?
Wiz coming in now for the detonator. What you were asking for. Shaman splitting against it right away. Not too much mana left on them, I think, though. He used quite a bit of purge already earlier. But great splits. Pulls back the Shaman exactly when he needs. Blademaster Trouble has to go for Mirror Image. He does it this time quickly. Gets out of that entangle. And that's all the Wisps taken out. But Shaman out of mana as well. However, same as the case for the Keeper.
That might have been all of LawLiet's wisps. I'm not too sure, man. Only 30 supply. Fly is mining. LawLiet is not. He can, of course, move the tree over, but that takes years without Nature's Blessing. And okay, moving them to the upper left.
Alright, this is it. The last bit of mana on the Keeper. It just hit daytime. He used all of the moon
Player's
juice.
forces are under attack.
It's exactly double the supply by Fly.
The Zoe Mask for the Shadow Hunter, man. How good has that been? Gets more clarities. Might be waiting for a mana potion. Oh no. Rejoins the army. The Treants are coming. The Ancients. Ents are on their way.
LawLiet throwing everything into this push. Needs something to block. Needs to keep the archers safe. That's a huge source of damage for the Night Elf. Speed scroll engagement though. Acid Bomb is nice. Still no upgrade for Fly. But the Blademaster going to town now.
Only waiting for the Lightning Shield in the back, but even with a 276 crit. Ouch! That hurts! Level 3 heal wave, so great for the grunt sustain. Even without armor upgrades, these grunts are staying alive somehow. Thanks to Fly's great play. Blademaster gets out of the entangle with the mirror image, out of mana now. But more and more crits are raining down. A few of them are fake from the illusions, but the Keeper doesn't have much mana left. 1, maybe 2 spells. But Fly respects his opponent, falls back, and now he's got a new shop there. Wonderful shop position.
Absolutely amazing. Also 2 heal scrolls. There's absolutely no chance for LawLiet if he's not getting a hero kill. And how do you get a hero kill against constant mana potions, constant clarities?
There's Invuls, there's Mirror Image, there's level 3 heal wave. Going in now for his own hero kill is Fly. He's going on to the Alchemist. Maybe there can be a staff, but guess what? The Tree of Eternity is right there. Shadow in a bit of trouble as well, but heal scroll, speed scroll, he's safe. Going for the Alch again. There's no staff for him this time anymore. He's doing his best with the heal spray, but the Grunt and the Blade will be chopping him down. Can he get a crit to finish off this game? Blademaster can't reach, but the Chakram does it. The Alchemist is dead, and that must be the game.
Fly 3, LawLiet 0. Madness in WCG. Since playday number 1, this was madness here as we opened with Moonverse 120, but this tops it all. Fly on top of Group D, over Sock, over LawLiet. Still trying. Map score can be a deciding factor at the end. Oh, Keeper. Last moments of this game, maybe.
One crit and he's gone. That's it. GG. 3-0 Fly. 6-0 China.
Crazy day for the Chinese here today. And how deserved. Like, colorful, super strong performance, rock solid. Of course, no flashy plays by him, but just rock solid. And Fly shocking the world with a 3-0 over LawLiet.
Yeah, LawLiet was unbeatable in that matchup. He took out all the great orcs here so recently in the DreamHack. He was our champion. But Fly, he was sitting in his lab. He was practicing hardcore. LawLiet, I guess he had some time to enjoy himself after that victory. But Fly, he came in here with the plan. With almost perfect execution. Map 3, he was feeling a little wobbly again. But even more impressive, being behind then on map 3 against LawLiet, he still fights his way back. I'm so impressed with Fly. I see him once again as a big title runner.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have good opponents here in Group D. With, of course, Sock being very, very scary. And Fly versus WFZ. You know how these games are, man. It's a grab back. Everything can happen. I would bet a little finger that we're gonna get full distance, like 2-1 in the Fly vs WFZ round. Here we see it again. Northern Isles, Concealed Hill, Last Refuge, 3-0 Fly. And the third player only to grab a 3-0 on day 1.
And that's all the Chinese, right? Fly,
TH,
colorful,
colorful,
and
Fly.
TH before.
Yep, true. Sad day for Korea. Focus and Michael, bottom of Group C. LawLiet at the bottom of Group D. But of course, this was just the first playday. This concludes the first playday. All of the players have done one match now. Good thing is, though, continue tomorrow with playday 2.
Exactly. All these players still have a chance, and some of them have to make up for some previous results as well. Especially Infi, our our champion of WGL. He lost in his first round. He'll be going up against Soen tomorrow and 1-0 against Chemico. So the second test for our players there.
We get Undead Human, we get Human Orc, Infi. Yeah, he definitely needs to step it up. I mean, his previous opponent was Lin. So that's rough. So in there, the ball is definitely in his park. Looking forward to C1-2-0. With the win tomorrow, he pretty much books the playoffs as he has defeated Moon earlier.
Yeah, that's true. Unless there's some really weird thing going on with 3 times 2-1. But very, very likely the case. Yes, 1-0 looked extremely strong there in his first game against Moon with the upset. But Moon still, you know, against Chimico and Linguagua will be going into those matches as the favorite as well. So the legend, the 5th race, is far from out of this tour.
Or it's the WCG curse. You never know. We're going to be back Monday to Wednesday at noon here at Back to Warcraft. It is the World Cyber Games 2020 Connected Edition with Warcraft 3. Big pleasure as always. See you tomorrow.
A powerful innovation has arrived, with the speed to go beyond limitation and discover the unreal. Introducing the Samsung NVMe SSD 970 series, the key to unlocking your power. With the performance to reach beyond the expected, the capacity to illuminate a world of ideas, and the reliability to sustain it all. Samsung's latest NVMe M.2 SSD. Unreal performance realized.